As we are once again alive upon the internet. We were here not too long ago, but we're back here now again. And yeah, let's make sure that everything's looking correct with bit rates and titles and categories and all that juicy stuff, like audio as well. Everything looks fine, and yeah, let's jump in. Let's make sure this goes where I want it to go. Yeah. I have a few builds open. Let's maybe take a gander at what we want to do with them. Let me actually put them in the order of characters. Yeah, we have the refactor. Or red factor. I want to make this a third drone hybrid. I think. Let's do that. Yeah, so let's just load into character 1 first. Let's do this one first. And then this one second, the Umbra, just changing this backpack out to become a Cheska. Backpack.
Priority objective
And
agent.
and then we kind of have to see what I want to do with the Aces one. So I was gonna think of maybe just kicking it. Just, we kick it to the curb. And then maybe moving some stuff around. Although I think I would then maybe just move maybe the red heartbreaker to character 2 and then have an extra slot on character 4 for another kind of PvP kind of build. Maybe just have 2 on them as well. That's what I was kind of considering. But yeah, well, we'll get to that one when we get to it. Let's start here. And let me get you up here as well. Which is familiar, but I said the title. Okay, the guy's back. Let's go, indeed. And yeah, today's patch fixed everything. I'm still every time loading in going like, this is just like, will it? Won't it? But yeah, so far I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm glad that shit is working again. And yeah, I'm hoping it's also, yeah, not like it's not a returning issue. I would think likely whatever underlying issue was there, they fixed. So hopefully we don't have to deal with that ever again. Indeed. And then the patch as well fixed a bunch of other things, helped on other things, like a bunch of the blueprints. Although actually, yeah, I have now confirmation that yeah, Bellstone and Hunter's Fury aren't in there. Definitely. So that kind of sucks, but yeah, that at least fixed a lot of the recent ones. That makes it like better. And and yeah, and a few other small fixes. And hey there, ER Samson as well. And yeah, we're gonna work a little bit on the build collection first. Because yeah, now that I have access to my characters back, we can actually do that. And yeah, my plan for this one, it was already set up for this, is that we're just gonna make everything yellow cord. Oh, well, not everything, but the 4 pieces of refactor. This will just live as a third drone hybrid. Last season with the overcharge, taking everything to skill tier 6. This worked out like really well. I was kind of made for that season. So now that that season is over, my plan was always to kind of keep it, but yeah, take it to these yellow cores. We'll eat a little bit into its effectiveness, but not an insurmountable amount. Because yeah, we're basically losing 2 yellow cores or 2 red cores worth, right? So 30 weapon damage, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's not kid ourselves. But that isn't like all that builds damage. Because yeah, we're getting basically half back for for each of them with the capacitor. And yeah, let's actually alter this one. I didn't fix the Australian matchmaking issues. That kind of sad to hear. I'll make sure if maybe because seeing it seems regional at least, right? So see if it is on their radar at all. Maybe at some point. There's other things as well. The directives aren't fixed, and Manny still is the briefing favor. So I'm gonna look on it, and I got the handbasket and graded it up to 25. Nice. And yeah, the hoarder is indeed in like special mode. Also, actually, so somebody was saying, I saw it on the Discord. And that kind of makes sense, actually. But I wonder when they'll start it. They'll likely start it on the 1st. But the next event being a July 4th event. 4th of July event. Kind of thing. So likely starting on the 1st, I would think. Or maybe it starts on like 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or maybe it starts on weekend would be a weird start. I'll have to see what they do. Because there's already a new weapon in the expertise as well. The slingshot SMG. It's a UMP. I wonder what talent it's gonna come with, because honestly the UMP is kind of dead on arrival in like, unless it's like just, instantly murders at all enemies it shoots. It's gonna have a hard time competing. The UMP is not in a great place. Guess I went to mod. They showed off the red, white, and blue one. Okay. Oh, I still haven't caught up on that one stream. That's likely from that one, right? The one I missed. Sphere plebs. You'll find maybe if you make them know it. But you could also bring it forward without even like ticket or something. Although you said you ticketed it already, right? But even maybe putting it into the Ubisoft support thingy. The Ubisoft support Discord, whatever it's called. Yeah, let me catch up here. Dos Angeles will be going busy. And yeah, make it happen. Well, I'll try. But yeah, Loot Goblin is dropping special stuff. So if you're looking for Harvest, if you're looking for Hand Basket, if you're looking for Chill Out, or maybe just some of the other items just for fun. And hey there, teammates. So no, will the SHG weekly project always come with a blueprint moving forward? It basically, any of the weekly projects has a blueprint attached to it. Like, as long as you have a blueprint available to be gotten. It's that they fixed up a bunch of blueprints. So even if you had all the blueprints, you're still getting 6 Virtuoso, 2 Strikers, and 2 System Corruption. Even if you had like everything already. So everybody is going to be getting those either from, weekly projects, daily projects. Well, most of the daily projects, not all. Invaded and control points. But yeah, they are basically just all, as long as you have blueprints to get. So for instance, earlier today, I went around and kind of got a bunch of stuff done. And for me, it again, no longer shows. Because it only shows if you can get it. And as long as you see one there, you can still get some of the blueprints. But you can also just do control points. Control points, even on challenging, will each give a blueprint. Because it's in that pool. Those ones always come from like, because there's a pool of the general pool that goes onto like that, all of that stuff. And then there's also the pool that actually is just the loot box or the box, the supply room in control room. But the general pool is always. For example, what about the 18 weeks? Hoarding. Those, yeah, nothing in those. If you were already at the end of the list for reconstructeds, yeah, nothing new is in there. And I know because I went and I was like, I'll buy 6 right away and just try it out and see what we get already. And or well, not even try it out. Like, let's see which ones we're getting. And yeah, turns out none. I should have bought 1 first to check actually, or even just gone to the ones in my stash and checked with them if there was an extra item blueprint in there. Yeah, reconstructed ones, doesn't seem anything is actually in there. So that line was a little weird. One other thing though seems to be somebody already linked me to a thing of or a Reddit post, somebody out getting Exodus from an exotic cache, which definitely wasn't happening before. So I'm hoping actually we'll soon see maybe a drop version of it. And yeah, let's start doing this. So all that changes is do I make a copy of this? No. Nah. We just change this. Because yeah, those cores change, these numbers change. Actually, you know what? Let's keep these to the sides for a second. And we can just come back to them in a second. That all stays the same. These will change. You know what? Let's do the same here. But on that end. And then these will change. Oh yeah, we need to charge the momenta. This will change. This will change. That will stay the same. I think I got everything. Yeah, let's get the baseline picture with a 25 capacitor. Don't have access to my stash. Also, a thing that hasn't been fixed. Oh, maybe that stash one was the one marked for the next one, right? Oh, that was that one. It wasn't the directives that was already marked. It was the stash. That's marked for being fixed in the next patch. Also, that makes sense while I was looking for it, but then I was saying something dumb, actually, then.
Entering safe area.
I've got the big
Ta-da.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer.
It's annoying, but it's also...
Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Let's put this in. Also, yeah, the first build picture with over 30k. Happy with that as well. Actually, yeah, that also kind of, because yeah, yesterday we had a sudden end to the stream when my internet went out. In the end as well, I should have, so they had announced a maintenance and I should have actually paid attention to that. It's still annoying that they started, I mean, although, you know, kind of also sucks for the people having to do it, but at least they wait till late. But it was basically this whole street that they had to like do a thing, and yeah, at least they were doing it at night, so for most people it was fine, but yeah, just in my case not so much. But it was scheduled for 1, they started a little bit past 1, and that took my internet with it. Wait, how does this have 110? I don't feel that's right. Are we reaching 110 already? What? How much do the other drone hybrids have? A Memento one, preferably. Let's go with the Striker on character 3. I guess it is just 110. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, the skill tier is on there. I'm like, wait, why this looks off with the striker piece having a red core there, but no, that makes sense because the sacrifice is yellow. Yeah, so 110 damage to weapon. And then skills, I want them when the memento is full. Yeah, let's get the yellow cores. I'll say just a little bit ago, that video on the global modifier should have gone up. I'm actually just going to cheat. I'm just going to put 4 of these. Because it doesn't matter which one it exactly is. Yeah, that looks about right. And just recalibrate the skill tiers. Oh, there we go. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. And then, yeah, let's go get memento stacks. I'm just gonna go to normal. I'm not gonna make it in time anyway. Let's go get some memento stacks. We'll just do it on normal real quick and just and yeah, let me get you up here. Does a better resolve work with skills? I mean, yeah, basically, yeah. it's that's the most common way to trigger it. I mean, yes. It works with skills, it works with any talents that also generate healing. Oh, do you mean with the
And I thought desk work at the NSA was
Yeah, no, I mean like repair skills. I'm more thinking of that. Actually, does it work with refactor? I don't even remember. It actually works with refactor. I remember us testing that. I don't remember those results. I mean, yes, no, because I feel if it was yes, I would remember. But also, that's not really that's not really the best way to kind of think about it. Doesn't matter, not per se. Let's just go for it. But yeah, healing skills and stuff, that's what it actually, like, you know, triggers with. The thing is, though, it has to be actually actively applying a heal. So what that means is if they're just in hive range, that doesn't do it. Unless they're getting hit and then the hive sends a charge to heal them, it doesn't actually heal. But with, for instance, an healing chem, even if you fire it underneath someone's feet and they don't have any damage, that still counts as applying healing. So you still have like weird stuff like that. Try to deal with the restore hive. It's not triggered in yeah. So yeah, that that exactly, because it's not healing when it's just, you know, if you're in the range of it, it's not just healing. But if it heals you, if it actually heals you, then it will. Yeah, it does trigger. Yeah, no, it does trigger with refractors. Because also there are triggers with Dr. Home and stuff, even. Let's just assault this control point. Just get some. I just need my memento filled. Should have actually gone after. Could have gone after. Supply convoys. They spawn the most though.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
The control points. Because I need to get the stats of the skills with the memento full, and then we need to get the damage numbers, both of the turret and the drone, and the weapon with the memento full. When is the next XP event? I think in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Because it's here, right? Yeah. Oh, they've added. This isn't an upgrade. How would you do this? Because yeah, they've made it dates now. So 24th of June is that.
Hostile broadcast detected.
The guy bumped me out of that. Okay. So 1st of July. 24th of June. So it's the week after the County College. Wait, they also separated these two. I think because I was thinking, oh no, there's a. Wait, what? Why is there? Oh, is it Canley before and after? Now? What? Sure, fine, whatever. I think the Canley was overlapping with the 5 times, wasn't it, before?
Heavily armored.
Because I
hostile
remember
detected.
specifically thinking, like, God damn it, that's such a dumb thing to do. Why would you even do that? You assholes. Wait, but when you know Kenley still isn't fixed, although they likely don't know that Kenley still isn't completely fixed. That's the actual answer. They think they fixed it. And then likely as well, that week sounds like the time when they'll do the event.
Supply room access unlocked.
This guy's running around with that crate like that.
Incoming hostiles detected.
This will work out. This will get us the rest of our mementos.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, it's an elite card.
Friendly control point nearby.
Let's wait for this to roar over. Oh, really? I'm not full. I would have thought I would have been full.
Yeah.
Also, I want to leave one or have one extra.
Come on, do a sweep. Let's get this place locked down.
Actually, I can check now if I have, yeah, so we have the full amount because we have 140 weapon damage. Otherwise, we would have 100, 39.5. So let's leave that one for a quick pickup in a second. So let's get these stats real quick. Okay, and now just leave those like that for a sec. Yeah, Yeah, let's pick up that last one and take it to the range, and then we have a full 5 minutes
Hostile broadcast picked up.
to get her done. We'll start with capacitor numbers and then turret numbers. Run.
I've got what you want.
It's always annoying when you have to walk through that thing. Just like, it's not fucking 2012. I'm not on a hard disk. It's SSD. It'll load fast enough. Let me run. Yeah. Invulnerable. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, we don't need any stacking. We're glass. So just take that. And then we take headshot numbers. Oof. We did lose a decent amount. Wait, what do I... Why did I do it this way? What? I usually have the crit on top. As I was doing it, I was already thinking of like, wait, something feels off. But I usually have the crit on top. So let's do that actually. And the reason for it is also then I can kind of make a cleaner cut to get the numbers. I know we are losing a decent amount. That's quite a bit. Yeah, so that I need to also get capacitor to 40 stacks, which we are. Bigger than 18. Okay. Drone, your turn. $116. So these things gained a decent amount, but I lost quite a bit on my turret or on my weapon. Okay. I should throw PG. Sir drone, could you go away? Thank you for your service, but get out of here. How much is this gained? 188, 933 divided by 134, 927 is okay. So 40% there in gain. Sounds about right for the other one as well. And then here we've lost less than 40%. 813,958 for the headshot crit divided by 655,307. So yeah, the other number is 24% above it. Okay, that's still fine though. This version kind of needs to be this way nowadays for the without that modifier. Or without last season's overcharge. Sure, draw. Okay. So this one's done. One in the bag. Let's do the Umbra. Let's put the capacitor back. I'd run this later. I'll keep it equipped. Let's actually get these mods out of here. Unless they're maxed out purples. Actually, before I forget, let's put this character back on heroic. And then, yeah, we'll swap over to this character and swap off this Umbra. I've been meaning to make this a Cheska backpack. That's the only thing that's happening here. Turns out, especially with grade 30 nowadays and stuff, it's not worth it anymore to go specific weapon. And then also we can just have it be universal. We don't need no education. No, we don't need to swap the backpack out for different stuff. It's just a Cheska backpack. Also, a Cheska backpack is a thing that a lot of people will just have. More so than a friendless one. Just wondering, did you ever find the solid use for Striker set 4-piece with Eagle's Grasp glove instead of the Cheska Obliterate chest? I mean, you get a little bit more weapon handling out of it. You lose a lot of damage, though. You give up basically a brand bonus, especially if you have it with Obliterate, you're giving up the Coyote, so it's losing quite a bit. The thing is, though, that Striker, for me, already has 15 weapon handling, and that's enough. With the watch on top, like that's more than enough. Now, like for builds that don't have any handling, I feel it's more of a thing to kind of stick a Eagle's Grasp in there. But Striker already has 15. You have another 10 on accuracy and stability and reload on the watch, so that's kind of enough for a lot of places.
Safe area detected.
But yeah, if you want more handling, Eagle's Grasp is definitely one of the better ways to get that in there, because you get, you know, close to 2
Agent,
rolls
I need to
worth,
debrief with Schaefer.
and then
Kelso had to
like
go.
the stat
Said it was
loss
safer for us if she's not here.
versus, for instance, going just like, you know, a Cheska and a Grupo, and then both of them having a weapon handling, that would lose you more than the Eagle's Grasp. Also, that 15% max size isn't nothing, right? It is still a little bit of increased sustained DPS. But yeah, it kind of, you do lose a little bit of in the on the other ends, on the burst DPS end. Anyhow, let's actually just swap this out to Cheska. This also actually saves a spot on this character, because this backpack is doing the rounds. I wouldn't mind actually getting an extra backpack, Cheska, and just having it be always on Wicked. I'll save that with the OD. And then I can always bring this Cheska backpack into the mix. Because it's even in here as well. And then yeah, just we need to check how we want to set up our crit chance, crit damage. Exactly. But we're at 60 now, right? Yeah. And then the answer is to drop these over to crit damage. Also, the thing you wouldn't do in the past is, like on Umbra, is not go Cheska, just because you couldn't really lose crit chance and crit damage kind of easily. But yeah, here we can land on exactly 50, which is kind of cool. Yeah, no worries, Loki. And yeah, feel free to always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But also, yeah, don't feel bad about like experimenting with those kind of stuffs. Because sometimes, especially for instance on controller and stuff, I could see more of a sense for some handling and such. But more so, yeah, on builds that don't have weapon handling already built in, especially. Like even for instance on if you're running a high-end red glass or something, because they still have value. Instead of contractors just going Eagle's Grasp, you basically have the same stat layout, and you're basically flipping the damage to armor to a weapon handling and have 15% of it. That's That's actually not a bad deal. Yeah, let's grab Lexington. Yeah, so reload this. Yeah, with killer. I do wish there was a reroll counter on on some weapons and stuff. I would be curious how often I've rerolled this this thing. Oh yeah, Cheska. Actually, just in the game, keep it saved the other way. But I want to present it in this other way. So if we have it like that, yeah, 5173. I have a Strega as a secondary. Why do I have a Strega as a secondary? No, let's instead take a killer MG5. I'm not sure to have that as my secondary. Well, actually, in the game, I have a M1A as a secondary. So, yeah. Yeah, let's do it like that. But then what changes is this, and this stays the same. This becomes, in a second, something else. That stays the same. This changes. This backpack, that's fine. We'll just keep those stats, even though it's different stats. Yeah, the damage numbers change. This backpack can go. This will become part of the build. This goes here. Group stays. This changes. This stays the same for the rest. Actually, no, this change. No, this changes. Of course, the assault rifle no longer have fitness. So let's start rebuilding. And killer sledgehammer. Okay. Brand list. Okay. And the mainline picture. That's in its place. I should crop it down a little. There we go. Okay, so the stat wise there stays the same, so that's fine. Yeah, just damage numbers. Mid-range coyote, I need to remember that. Shoot the mid-range. Peek over here. Yeah, let me catch up. Yeah, sure, Scare Gary. Feel free to ask away. If you have any questions. Oh, and and hey there, Danny. And yeah, welcome in. And welcome in, Raiders. Give you a shout out there. And yeah, hope you had a good stream there. And yeah, welcome in and welcome in, Raiders. Over here, I'm just doing some work on the build collection. So we're just doing, the boring work, but also important work. So actually, this needs to be invulnerable elite. So just changing up this Umbra one to be a little bit different, or well, a tiny bit. We're just going with Cheska backpacks from now on, just also so we can keep it universally on weapons and stuff. Let me fix this before I forget. So yeah, this is now 1 crit chance, 2 crit damage mods. And then on this LMG, it's 1 crit chance, 1 crit damage. Because we only have 2 mods. Can I add this to my personal dictionary? Don't correct it. Anyway, welcome in Taco and Kant. Yeah, let's get some of these damage numbers here. Oh, and happy to hear, Danny. And I hope you've been enjoying some Brooklyn and such. Although, well, we're now on the 4th week, right? Likely getting some blueprints in. I got to actually play a little bit around this afternoon as well. Got my blueprints in. And yeah, just also actually got access back to my characters, which I had lost access to for quite a bit. So fixing some stuff up. Oh yeah, I need to be, I'm forgetting how Umbra works. But also, actually, I just have Vigilance, so it's just pull back and shoot. I did the wrong way around again. What do I have today with grabbing the numbers? And is it? I usually have crit on top and then non-crit on the bottom. I keep grabbing them the other way around. Okay, let's add this to the mix. And then now headshots. I didn't have. That didn't give me the numbers in the order that I wanted it. Ah, yeah. That didn't work out either. Yeah, it's too late already. The annoying thing is, of course, as you start losing stacks, you have to kind of land them quick or you start dropping damage. But yeah, there I got it. Oh, that's what killer active. I'm like, why are the numbers so much lower? But that's with killer active, of course. I mean, yeah, let's just do it right. But then yeah, we need to get a kill, trigger killer, and then same thing. There we go. That's much more in line. It's interesting that I was expecting the crit to out crit the other one. Although maybe it just doesn't, yeah. It's also what the reason we used to go with. What am I doing? Just refresh killer, headshots. None of those were headshots. I hit the head, in fact, 0 times. There we did a little bit better. Interesting. Was it quickly the how is the crit? I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, we do lose damage, of course, but we gain universality. That's the point of it. Because now as well, yeah, we can use run a secondary. That's the whole point of this. Because we barely lose anything. Yeah, that one's... So this one's now fine. Damage numbers in there. Everything else looks fine. On to the next one. Which is, yeah, what do we want to do with aces and eights? I wouldn't even be against dumping it. Because honestly as well, we could use a build slot. I wouldn't even be against just dumping. Let's actually go to that character and see what else they kind of have. Oh, yeah, let me catch up here. Modifying the drum builds for DZ play. Essentially, I'm wondering if there's a different One Piece brand obliterate that would make more money than Cheska. Generally, no.
Safe area entered.
Cheska is basically one of the biggest bonuses. Is Vigilance better than Obliterate? For Umbra there, yes. It's basically some of the gear sets have better chests, some of the gear sets have better backpacks. So in the case of Umbra, the chest is pretty good. The backpack is not bad, but it doesn't damage, right? So it's increases the healing. And then yeah, we go Vigilance because you know the backpack of the gear set is worse. And then on Striker we go Obliterate because the chest is not all well, it's not bad, but it's like not always the best choice. You have to be generally above 150 stacks for the chest to be better than the Obliterate at full stacks. But also, yeah, they're in different slots, so they compete kind of... they don't generally compete directly with each other. It's more, yeah, what does the gear set have or not have? So for instance, in the case of Aces here, neither the chest nor the backpack is really that great. So neither is the answer for this one. Like Belson, for example, as the build as for blue cores, using Memento. And 1% regen on top of the 2% would be a 32% gain. Relatively, I mean, yes, if you're taking it from 3 to 4% regen, that could be a thing. The thing is, though, you're giving up quite a bit of damage. Also, if it's a DZ build, like Memento is not really... unless you're specifically doing just PVE stuff, but then the Defender drone also doesn't make much sense. If you're going in there to fight, the Memento is not going to be charged up most of the time. The Memento can work for like ambush strats, or if you're just doing PVE stuff in the DZ. But outside of that, the Memento is just not going to be charged up enough. Because, you know, when you get killed and you come back out of the checkpoint, you have 0. But yeah, if you're going around and kind of, you're just doing mostly PVE and you just want to have a build that can kind of fight once in a while, Memento isn't bad. And yeah, you could go with Bellstone for another % regen. Otherwise, yeah, Cheska for damage. Not much else makes too much sense there. There being the DZ. General landmark stuff, many business. Okay. Yeah, for that Memento works fine. And then yeah, you could take a Bellstone either. Actually, both are, one gives you more damage, the other gives you another % regen. The way to kind of look at the regen is you get your health back in. So when you have 3%, well, when you have 1%, it's 100 seconds. When you have 2%, it's 50 seconds. And then 3% is 33.3 seconds. And yeah, if you can take that 33.3 to 4% for 25 seconds, that is actually a pretty big buff to it. But you do give up a little bit of damage, but for landmarks and stuff especially as well, like that doesn't matter. Like landmarks are so easy. I used to actually run a lot of like the armor ball even kind of setups for when I was doing that. Which is kind of like going silly with the regen. But this even in the DZ, this still can kill landmark stuff. And then this has like, 3 plus 1, 4, 5, and then 6.5% regen, which is a little silly, but it also just doesn't do damage really. But yeah, it can run away really well. I'll play around with it, see which one. Because it's not per se like a stat thing. It's more of a like, yeah, do you want the regen or do you want the extra damage? And you'll likely find an answer just playing around. Like I said, is the M16 Whisper. Yeah, I don't. Well, that one I'm kind of using solo a lot. Whisper would be okayish. I like rifle builds, but the thing is, like Aces just doesn't hold up. Like the thing it's competing against, like the rifle builds. I would much rather be on this version with Sacrifice Gift, or on this thing with Sacrifice Gift. No, wait, not this one. Wait, shifted to character tree. This one. This one with Sacrifice and Gift. 2 pieces via Foxes, and then Sacrifice Gift, and then Coyote. I would much rather be on that than Aces. Like Aces is so little ahead of this that it, as a gear set, just doesn't make sense. Honestly, that's why I'm also kind of considering maybe dumping it. But let's actually, let's see what this character what else this character has, and if I want to maybe use it for a slot of them, because I do want to have a rifle build or a spotter build as their signature build. Usually in the first slot on the character is kind of like their build kind of thing. What I could do though is move the Headhunter one with breaking point up to here. That's an option, right? And then we create a slot over there. Because I wouldn't mind messing around with red MA either. So Bazoo Belson's on Cheska, yeah. That can be a decent pick. So we'll only have 1 red, and the weapon damage coming from Enter as well as weapon grading. Yep. It's Optimus best bet for gun. I don't really want something like killer or close and personal. There's a kill proc. Yeah, you wouldn't want that indeed. But measured depends on your chest talent as well. But you had obliterate, right? Yeah. If you're keeping obliterate, yeah, measured is gonna be ahead of Optimus still by a decent amount. And yeah, if you don't like measured, then Optimus is pretty close to it. If you don't like, if you do mind the RPM swap that it kind of has. They'll be closer on that build than on most builds. But yeah, the measured, otherwise Optimus, yeah. So in the stream from earlier, before you started streaming, you said you were gonna farm some on second account. Likely, yeah. That's kind of my gameplay idea for in a minute. Because yeah, we're gonna fix up this build and then likely I'm gonna jump over to second account and do that. Because I want to get a catalyst there. Just to kind of fix up on that end things and then go from there. I'm gonna guess you're interested in joining. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, do we take this back to being a headshot version with focus? Because I think I like that actually better than this. Or do we just say goodbye to aces in the collection? Because it's really not in a great space. Kind of, yeah. Okay, I don't have breaking point. I don't have virtuoso. I'm okay giving up aces. Do we have the old version as X build? I mean, we must, right? Guess I don't. Maybe I moved it to the old folder. That's breaking point. Guess we don't have that one anymore. Yeah, what do we do with this thing? Also, I'm kind of thinking maybe we leave it and I decide right later. Because I don't have a great ad. Although wait, let's look at this character's build. And then see if we can maybe shift something else up to be his signature. Because also let's also have the like this headhunter. This could take that slot. And then that opens up this slot. Which could become a red MA. Because actually if we'd have this slot, I would move this one down and then it would be next door to the combat medic, right? Yeah. So this basically goes to the top. This becomes signature build because yeah, this guy is kind of my rifle guy. The only downside is as well, I'm losing the sacrifice gift here. And I kind of like that for this setup. And I might change then this setup to be sacrifice gift as the main picture. And then just save it as that. And then we keep the Zuya just in the backpack. We just keep that as just a piece in the stash. In case we want to run it that way. The chest is just a striker chest. We can just always re-roll that. Also, we could just leave this one in the stash too. I don't hate that idea. And then yeah, we don't do aces into a focus aces. The one that I kind of want to, although maybe the best thing would be just to make the focus aces and try it out for a bit and see if we like it enough to keep. Because especially with the handling changes and also handbasket is also kind of... Actually, yeah, that was the idea, right? Handbasket could be a difference maker. Although handbasket, in this sense, we're kind of using it almost as in a DPS sense, and that's just not gonna fly, is it? Because its DPS is actually horrendous. Its base damage times RPM is just horrendous. Yeah, let's leave this and then we come back to it. I want to try out the handbasket one before we do anything with it. But then let's maybe actually set that up because already we can actually make that happen already. Let me catch up here. You're still farming for catalyst, yeah. Glass Veggie Aces and no one versus there. The thing is though, Ace is like the same, taking the same glass and, or well, you wouldn't take it with the chest actually, but even, yeah, there, you can take it like to OD or Umbra and actually get a lot more out of the rifle than you can with Aces. The Aces part of it is just doesn't, like, for rifles just doesn't add enough. It's kind of my issue and kind of why we're taking it out. Is the text on perfect measured wrong? No. Well, what about it? No, it's working as the text says. Yes, so I'm using a prime. Good to hear, and yeah, thank you so much, Chef, for yeah, enabling my poor decision making and buying apparel like this the whole time and just making poor decisions like that. Thank you for being an enabler. Or do you mean just text on like the RPM also having a little bit of a decrease with it? Because I know it works like that. Where's the text of it? Do I even have an apartment in here? It's the apartment, so it would be at the end. I don't think even I have an apartment anymore. Yeah, no. Poor decision says my play. Well, happy to hear. Did I have an extra handbasket? Because also, yeah, if we don't, hey, guess what we can do to fix that with nowadays? Well, I think I kept an extra one, yeah. Actually, I might keep that and SVD. Does this guy have 3 headshot mods? He does. Let's actually mod this up already. Well, I might farm for a better one. And we'll have to play around with what we want here. Actually, we should do it like that, right? Yep. So let's see if that is enough. What do I have here? Great. That's a choice. Although, well, I was on that build where it was crit. Yeah, let's start overwriting stuff. That artist tool can go back, actually. Although for now I'll keep it in his inventory. Maybe we'll put it on one of these like builds as placeholder. like instead of that vector there. Yeah, it could even go as a secondary here as placeholder. So I should do that real quick. Saved it on the other one anyway. There's that. The Scorpio will always be on this character anyway, and then this is just as a placeholder thing, or as a place to hold it. It's not a placeholder, but yeah, I should have an aces. Oh, this is with Headhunter. I'm like, why do I have two of those kind of chests? Should also have a headshot gift. Yep. And then just this one gets a headshot mod from here. Let's already save this. Now we need to make all of these headshots. Oh yeah, let me get you up here for a second. When it goes to the nicer one, the worse than the regular version. I mean, yeah, but it gains also more rate of fire. Because what was the difference between them actually? But yeah, no, its numbers are doing exactly what it says it's doing. Thing is though that losing like more weapon damage is very insignificant versus the other things it's getting. As that first half is basically, you know, like that doesn't make enough of a difference with the minus 30. But then on the other half, that's also the thing, like actually with perfect measure, the first half is a little bit worse than the other one, but your second half is so much better. Yeah. There's a fire up from instead of the accident. Well, I mean, we can't know what they actually intended or anything, but this is what it is. It does line up numbers wise. It does line up with that as well. But yeah, the first half is basically a little bit worse, but the second half is a lot better. But now the first half used to be good on a lot of other weapons. But the thing is also the apartment. One of the reasons, like for instance, I don't know that one off the top of my head right away, is just the apartment isn't worth using. Mostly because it's an MPX. So generally, it's better to just take measured on any other weapon. Or well, one of the better weapons, not any other weapon, but the apartment being an MPX already kind of kills it. So it really doesn't matter how good or bad the talent is. It's just, it's a good talent, but it's on a bad thing. At the end of the day, it's kind of the issue for for that thing. So I was kind of thinking this, just yeah, focus and vigilance, and then just all headshots, kind of like it used to be. Also, actually, yeah. So one of the Dread Edicts was actually earmarked for this. I think already, actually, this character already still even has one. Because yeah, how does this feel? Oh, that's wait. Okay. Oh, that was okay. That's the Dread Eater. Forgot what weapons I had equipped. I thought I had the handbasket in a sec. Because yeah, the thing is, especially with bread baskets, with hand baskets, I feel I can like, you know, just hold the button down and just. Although let's actually swap this already as well. What would we want on this? Just Ranger, I feel. I was also kind of considering just going steady-handed on it. Just make it pinpoint accurate kind of over time. Streamline. Because behind you, precision strike, both options as well. The other one is just to go Ranger. That's about it. Let's go Ranger. Although, well, are we gonna really take long range shots with this? Over, I mean, a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Let's take Streamline. For just a second, because yeah, I'm kind of thinking this. Although this is like stationary targets, of course, like this isn't a real play, but this can hit hard enough, and especially I feel the hand basket can do, you know, can do stuff. What are my damage numbers actually? Because just charging up my focus. I'm charging my focus. 30. Okay. I mean, that's enough to drop elite with full focus, and then also full focus and streamline up. And that's even enough that, yeah, if we lose 25%, we're dropping down to 10 million. Still enough, even with vigilance off. This doesn't feel bad. I was kind of thinking this exact thing, actually. I kind of forgot about the hand basket. That was kind of the idea that I remember. Fast hands. Yeah. For all that crit that we have. I feel streamlined on this, and then we just have to forego our skills. This is before the balancing change. The first rifle. Oh, okay. I mean, still not like, it's not horrendous, but yeah, you have better choices. That's kind of the, yeah, it might get a buff or something in the future. MPX maybe. Vector 79 with measured. That would be the preferred ones, yeah. But also, yeah, if you don't have those, like for the time being, just run what you have. But especially that with 15 grading will beat a vector till you like grade it to 15. Or like to 10 at least. Oh, it's of course, oh yeah, the aces. Bonuses. Even without, we're hitting for 9. That's not bad. Like, I feel we could do stuff with that. The thing is, though, it's way overkill for a red and stuff. What is it with the dreads? Once we're kind of charged up. 2-shotting an elite. 5 millions, 4.5s. 6 on a crit. I'm kind of looking at the damage numbers more than what I'm aiming. 6.3 with aces up. I feel like this is, you know, this is kind of not too bad. For time to kill on an elite. Just 2 shots out and you drop them. But I actually, yeah, I kind of like the bread basket or bread hands basket for this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna might just keep aces and then have it like this. Do I want to add this to the build collection? Nah, let's give it a let's give it a day. I'll keep that build picture open. I am going to save this loadout. The only downside, though, is, yeah, this is now orphaned. And this is now orphaned. The other gift. And yeah, I might just change this build to no longer be with this, but be with sacrifice and gift. I really like it a lot better that way. But I don't hate spotter version either. Yeah, we don't really have anything. We have too many builds as well. Actually, yeah, no, I like that handbasket version. We'll keep that. But I want to run it a little bit before I actually add it to the I add it and then like move to a different one. So this one we'll just keep open and then change maybe later. Okay, enough work. All work and no play makes IKEA want to scream. Yeah, no, it's fine. But yeah, let's quit out. And let's swap accounts. And actually on second account, I'm gonna go do a little bit of. Actually, I'm not sure how far. I guess that character is all the way done, right? With that's not the right. That's not the right account. This one is. Almost typed in the wrong account. And then for a little bit, it'll be a black screen. Oh, be loading up into a different account here. Is that gear a store item? What I was wearing a second ago? Yeah, that's the bundle of this week. That's that suit, but it's an entire uniform, so it's like all together. But yeah, it's the bundle of this week. And yeah, let's load up here. And then the plan is kind of to hunt for a catalyst. And I'm going to take a quick detour while we're here, actually quickly getting some... let's get our SHE requisitions on these characters real quick.
Agent, we need you back in New York. Cleaners in Brooklyn.
Oh, this character has a number now.
Safe area entered.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go.
Okay.
Said it was safer
More
for us
than
if she's not here.
We'll start with the hardcores here. Both gaining some levels, and then also just, yeah, maybe some gear. I'd keep that orbit. Yeah, sure. Especially if we don't even need to optimize it. Let's deconstruct those. Oh yeah, also Imminence armaments and stuff, and MA. Oh, they even fixed the locations. Nice. Yeah, they were past the exotic items, which was actually kind of looked a little weird. But yeah, they fixed them, and they seem to be account shared because yeah, this character would have. I haven't played this character at all this season yet, really. So, yeah. And then that gave us a blueprint, and yeah, they always did. Like these ones, you know. Actually, the legendary doesn't. Huh? Was it always that the legendary didn't? Because yeah, here, and then also, for instance, here, and then even as well. Seeing as we need, like, this character doesn't have their gunner points full, so you get gunner points even there as well. And crafting blueprints. And the daily also. This one doesn't, right? Oh, this does actually give a crafting blueprint, but not not points for specialization. And weekly descent doesn't. But that was always the case. And now also here in the invaded,
Black Tusk assault
actually,
teams
when
taking up
you're...
residence inside the hotel. It's uncertain
Oh,
whether
well.
they're targeting
If
the
we're on
White
it,
House.
on the left side
But
there,
that is
kind of,
good
yeah,
for us.
right next
Get
to my
in
head
there
there.
and solve
Yeah.
the problem.
500 points, crafting blueprints. Invaded's always also just give one of those. Yeah, let's take it down the list and just quickly get everybody's SHE requisitions. Also, yeah, getting those blueprints. This account was basically at the same amounts as the other account, except it just doesn't have the Iron Horse blueprints, as I've just never done Iron Horse on this account. Well, actually, I've done Dark Hours on this account, but I do have all the Dark Hours blueprints from Incursion. Yes, that still happens.
Entering safe
Also,
area.
did you guys know we have a new
Agent,
skill?
I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go.
They need to
Said
like
it was safer
yeah,
for us if she's not
fix
here.
all that. Yeah, let's go to the vendor there. And then pop it and lock it.
Looking to sell? Hey there, you got something to trade?
No, I've just got things to sort at. Bye, sir. Can you explain the Mad Band using Obliterate versus Striker Chess and how it affects Striker's gamble? I mean, it's a very simple thing. It's just generally you need to be above, if you're going Obliterate versus Striker Chest, you kind of need to be... The exact number kind of depends on how you set your metrics, but it's like 142 to 143, I think. Is like once you're above 143, or when you hit 143 stacks, you're kind of above where Obliterate Striker is.
Agent,
So that means that for Chest Striker to make sense,
said it was safer for us if
generally
she's not here.
you have to, versus the Obliterate Striker at 100 stacks and 20 from Obliterate, you need to have Chest Striker up. You need to have Chest Striker up above. Generally, we say 150 is the easy answer. Also, it's not like you can exactly see 2/3 filled on the bar, basically. And if most of the time you aren't, but you would be at the full 100 stacks of Striker plus 20 from Obliterate, because Obliterate especially, that's one Mac. 100 stack Striker is kind of like 2.5 max, depending on kind of how you're, how much you're hitting. But just in general play, it's not so much how much math wise that they do, it's just practicality of it. It turns out that just in a lot of content, if you actually pay attention to your stacks and stuff, you will often be ahead on an Obliterate Striker versus a Chest Striker. Because the Chest Striker really doesn't, because it needs to do the same stacking, right? And it even needs to go above it. So it needs to reach that 150 stacks, and then it's doing more. But even up to that point, it's doing less, right? Because it needs to do 150 stacks versus the 100 stacks of an Obliterate Striker. Because once the Obliterate Striker is at that 100 stacks, like you still have like 50 stacks to go before it catches up and overtakes. So it becomes, it becomes just a practical thing of uptime in between the both of them. And then
Good trading with you, agent.
situationally, you definitely can. Situationally, and also playstyle-wise, you can affect it in a lot of ways. Because if you are running the ACS for every fight and stuff, yeah, you can make the 200 stacks even work in a lot of places. But then also, like, if you're playing solo heroic, like, you're just, there isn't. There isn't enough things to kill. There just isn't enough armor now.
Friendly control point detected.
Oh yeah, I dealt that on Capital, of course. That was actually annoying as well last night. I was kind of still, because I did have my mobile internet.
Agent, I need to debrief
Or,
with
you know,
Schaefer.
whenever
Kelso
I
had
do
to go.
lose like my
Said it was
normal
safer
internet,
for
I
us
of course
if she's
have
not
like
here.
the mobile stuff, but that's good enough to like play the game with. It's not good enough to stream. Of course, that's a little bit too much data. But I was considering jumping in and actually finishing Capital because I was like that last step. But then in the end, actually, I didn't finish my weekly. Couldn't get those last 3 points. They were taken from me. Or 3 points, 3 exotic components. I know where he's gamer right now. Feel free to always ask those questions when you have them. But yeah, from just looking at the flat output numbers and stuff, one would, lean towards,
Looking to deal?
definitely lean towards Chest Striker because it basically does 22% or something more at full stacks. It's just, it needs to stack for 100 more. And that makes, that actually kind of pushes it a little bit in the other way. Yeah, so on this character, actually, let's change these characters, Clay. I feel bad keeping them on. We had those on as those were from the season track. I was actually, I'm not even done with the season here still on second again. That's how little we've played it. I'm 79. Do I have enough for... Is that the last item of Sporty Chic? Because this is self-made, right? Yeah, this is self-made. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe we take, let's claim that.
Well, I wouldn't eat a horse, but I could definitely eat some venison.
And we'll go become Sporty Chic. Also, I should actually claim these things just to also get these blueprints. But first, let's become Sporty Chic from the season track. Not that I like this one either, but let's just run it. Oh, it's actually a Murray bag. I didn't even notice. But yeah, that's not. I want to just see my backpack. Do we have a different... Wait, there was the red one, right? From... Wait, that's a normal red one. What's this one, right? From... Oh yeah, I still need to actually check that graphic as well. Somebody was saying... Oh yeah, let's... So urban... Something urban? Urban camo pants. Some people were saying that this is also actually from there. But I'm like, I try to keep track of every item that we got. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's not one I recognize. So that leans towards maybe it being from Brooklyn. Was a drop? Okay. So where did I miss it then? Yeah, you know what? While we're here, let's quickly do that then. Because I felt I kept good track, but apparently not. And I can't have it be in the same exact way because those were from the pickups. Also, people correct me as well that it does like it doesn't just drop in. Yeah, so actually, so it's nice as well. It's just this fits in here. It doesn't. They don't just drop from Brooklyn, nor do you need to own the Brooklyn DLC. Georgia, on the first day, I remember like asking around, and nobody then was getting it. It seems, or maybe nobody had tried yet. Or can I? Why can't I get a center line? Okay. Hello. Okay. That's fine though. But yeah, that is. We'll add that one in. Oh, actually, yeah, you guys can. It wasn't even on the thing, but yeah, I was adding them in here. So 20 items. And I should actually try on third account if we can get all 20 items, or if it maybe just some items or something. Because as always with like people responding, it's just it isn't per se clear exactly what is happening. Because if one item drops or something, that doesn't mean that everything is dropping per se. Still A. Oh yeah, it's all better than nothing. But I'm more surprised that we missed one because also I did it all on stream.
Objective available.
I feel so, but yeah, they do have it, and that one definitely, yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it is from me. So as well doing the scout before I went to Brooklyn. Oh, okay. What was I listening? Apparently not. Okay. But wait, when was that? Because I knew it like 2 weeks ago or something. It's not like recent, but I didn't know it the first week and a half. And yeah, let's actually do that. And yeah, if anybody is interested, I think this already was. Oh, and and Heather Prime. Oh. I tried to copy paste there, but it was going way too fast for a sec. And yeah, Heather Prime, and thank you so much for the raid there. As always, much appreciated. Hope you had a good stream. I was lurking a little bit in the background. Good to see you. While I was editing and stuff, I saw a little bit of it. But yeah, hope you had some fun and hope you had some good loots and such. All the drops.
Someday I'm gonna retire.
Yeah, welcome in. And welcome in raiders as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go. One of the goals that I have to try a little bit is start working. Actually, let's go to Brooklyn first, and then go to there. I'm gonna work towards getting this account a catalyst because the catalyst is fixed and it is confirmed fixed. I checked earlier this afternoon. Although it's still, well, I'm not sure though. I should try it with the other one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's giving like a decimal point way behind an extra number.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer.
But yeah, I'm planning on going and doing some army terminals. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. Although likely I'm gonna go for some named here as well first. But if anybody's interested, feel free to say so. And then. Or just, yeah, if you have me on your friends list, feel free to just join. Also, yeah, here you have them back, yeah. Well, and yeah. Indeed. Thanks for babysitting them. And I was happy as well to raid that way again. I haven't been doing too many afternoon streams. It's just been a little bit more busy, so. But this afternoon I could, so. Because otherwise, usually we just are not on the same kind of schedule where you can raid out and stuff. So I need some food. No worries. And yeah, thanks again. And yeah, totally understandable. Oh, and hey, the Pam. You know, the hourly with every activity in Brooklyn. Anyways, pocket money indeed. We crossed the border, right? So we have to pay the taxes. Yeah, let's go actually quickly kill one of these named groups. I'm just gonna grab an Artbreaker Tech tank. And then yeah, we're gonna go do a bunch of army terminals. Just old-fashioned grind. I haven't done an old-fashioned grind in a while. But again, if anybody is interested, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna match make because it's gonna be easier in group. Also in group, I can run Eclipse, which is I enjoy eclipsing. I do not have the modifier on. Hopefully those guys aren't actually shooting me at the current time. Let's set up for skill build. Okay, let's get them before they despawn. Right. These guys. And yeah, sometimes their icon doesn't show. Wait, how did I not get disoriented there? Because my shield did break. And these guys, I think the name at least, when you just turn it on like that, it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't put the icons on people. But several of those people had the red definitely there. that was, I felt that. Actually, there's some components here. I'll get some of this. You have cosmetic sets for Div 1? What do you mean cosmetic sets for Div 1? Runs with a dying comp possible. I mean, we could, although mostly that's easier done on like hard or something. Those are more just you get them done just accidentally most of the time. But yeah, for the teamwork ones and stuff, it's likely for I'm going for the mass. So I'm gonna keep it heroic, and that is a long mission. It's kind of hard to guarantee not losing anybody. Is there really just 2 pieces here? Not 3. Is there a 4th? Who's spotting me here? Let's get those guys. So we looked and didn't finish that. We've done the first part to the safe place. Okay. That's well worth getting through it. It's not too long of a thing. It's much more, if you clear it out and then use it in a daily way kind of thing. Oh, did they infrastructure keys? Did they do anything with them? Let's check. I'm not sure this account had any. We can just see if we do. Where were they? In the keys, right? I should have checked on main account before we had left. Actually, let's see on the bounties. Oh, did they maybe also fix the all the daily bounties going to thingy? Well, no, we're still getting this. Yeah, let's actually I'm gonna take a quick detour and do this real quick, and then go to the army base. Just also to make sure. I might have just not done any on this account. Well, let's actually see if they've touched those resources. For fire eclipse build, do you recommend Valmass? Generally, yeah. Especially for fire eclipse, it is just a little bit extra damage, and honestly, there's just no other option that supersedes it. You can just see it as, hey, if you're setting this stuff on fire, here's a little bit extra damage. I do want to try the catalyst as well, actually, and see how much it adds. It's not going to add as much as the Val. That much is safe to say. 24 status effect is not going to beat just kind of like close to like the 25-ish% that the thing is. The Val from a fire tick number, basically. And just quickly doing this challenging bounty. At for army base. Oh, these guys aren't even from this. Action Jack. That's one for a while. Like run for the catalyst. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna do it on heroic, yeah. But yeah, Andreas, if you do wanna hop in for it. I'm using electric and golden. Oh, the Val is a lot more than just a little bit more status effect. Because even what you gain in duration and the damage of the fire, that just, you know, is a lot less than adding in the Val and having that be an extra damage source on top. Especially because of the Eclipse backpack as well. And yeah, this guy even in here dropping L10 items. But yeah, nothing useful there. I don't think I need anything on this account. I mean, yeah, I do even have a hand basket, right? I mean, yeah, all the accounts are kind of, yeah, accounted for. So.
Let's show 'em how it feels.
That's like the sacrifice for and put flat on instead. Yeah, that's one way of going it as well. Another weapon that works well there is the P416. I was apparently looking too high. Or yeah, if you have a Lexington, that actually beats out the Kingbreaker. Because though the Kingbreaker can do the most damage at. And especially with this build, you get so close up to enemies that extra damage is kind of worth it. Because most of the time, I'm in this kind of ranges. Right, like here, accuracy differences and stuff don't make too big of a difference. Although you're on chow.
Target spotted.
Not my ship.
Stop fucking around and kill 'em already.
Alright, 2 of these. That's where you go.
Target
Come
down.
back from the side.
You got the target. Nice.
See, I should have on the bounty
Like you earned yourself
complete.
another bounty. Well done.
Okay, it gives infrastructure keycards. Let's actually see. They weren't keys, right? Yeah. So that's a account I just likely hadn't done any. Okay, good to see. Yeah. On to army. Let's go army. Arm you, no army. I couldn't get my crit chance to see without going over, so I'm at 58. At what point is it worth it? Go over 60. Generally, only if you're getting like 4 points or more. It kind of depends also on the numbers, but generally, like if it's 3 points or something, you're gonna lose. But also, if it's for the Heartbreaker Tech Tank, the Heartbreaker Tech Tank usually actually lands a little bit lower. It depends kind of what talents you're going for, but here, for instance, I'm actually with the modifier on, I'm on 56. With the modifier off, I think I'm at 52, 105, yeah. Because one more crit chance mod actually is a worse balance of crit chance and crit damage, unless you're going killer or something with it. Because yeah, you still want to just basically balance out your crit chance, crit damage, and the 52, 10, whatever I had there wins, actually. But yeah, in that case, yeah, you don't want to just take 2 crit chance from a 6 crit chance mod. That's not going to work out. We've gone and started up older season stuff again. Well, he's basically, yeah, he's in his special mode. He's dropping the seasonal items. Wasn't it tricky? Or am I sure we see running this one? Oh yeah, no, we got 3 keys there. Like for the completion of that. I'm gonna guess actually, so this, because yeah, it's dropping from the challenging and it's dropping only from the challenging and it's giving 3 keys. So it's a little odd with that. I'm just not gonna take directives. I'm not that interested in XP. I'm just interested in completions, and yeah, especially we will take heroic for the drop rate.
The cleaner's leader is confirmed at the
Of
army
it.
terminal. Danvers is your priority. Take out the hostiles and figure out what the hell he's been planning.
I don't know if anybody does want to join, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna matchmake in a bit. Just get who we get.
Hostiles detected.
Not Turkish pizza, not a Dutch. I was thinking about it. I mean, if you just mean like the Dutch version of like Turk's pizza, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's very common here. That's very. Oh, I saw actually. This wanting to be my friend. That's. Always, well, yeah, you can always just join up. I know once you have it, let me know if you can't join up through that, because sometimes it takes a minute before it shows up, and then I can just invite you. I know. What was your in-name game, Andreas? I can / invite you in. Is here the exotic mass drop? Yeah, it's either from here or from the named enemies, the world bosses, the world named things. That not go through yet. I know. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Basketman. I remember it being something other than your name, but yeah, I did remember the actual name. I see too many of them nowadays. Wait, game started. We'll get started here. I mean, it doesn't matter. You just need to be there for the boss fight. If you want the catalyst as well. Or in general, even for the commendations, if you were after the commendations. Or at least start clearing and then... actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually run Eclipse. As I was kind of talking about. Some more lords, killed all the lieutenants, but can't do the keener mission. Has there been some sort of change when doing warlords? Yeah, as Pomik said there, you need to have castle, and there is still the requirement for 40 for that mission. If you hover over it, it should say, like, if you just select the mission thingy, it should say here on the left side, it should say what it's locked by. So either you're not level 40 or you haven't done castle. And one of the team. Okay. Ish. Oh. Was there maybe? Let me just try typing in. I had to copy that from there, but that didn't want to work.
Another agent is now in your group.
Baskets loaded in. We'll get going. But if anybody else is also interested, let me know. And otherwise, we'll matchmake for the fort. Really, just to have the numbers.
How the fuck am I on guard duty again?
There's a Lexiness on my heavy techno because I started to hate the K with heartbreak. No, I mean, well, if you mean just the stacking issues of it, of Heartbreaker, yeah, that's always a thing. But especially when you're kind of with the tech tanks, you at least get to have, you know, you get to get close range and stuff, so that helps quite a bit. don't really know the spawns here still yet. I should change my access. This goes to hands-on. Not sure. I'll just take some of that. Got matchmaker. Oh, you meant the Kingbreaker? Yeah, you can use Lexington for that. I mean, you don't also like if you really do dislike the Kingbreaker, you can you can go with
Purple flame accelerant detected.
Destroy their purple flame supplies, Agent.
Police M4 or I should preferably P416
Weak point destroyed.
with flatline.
Weak point
Or if you have a
destroyed.
Lexington. Like Lexington is just more than Kingbreaker. Just outright. That's how good the Lexington is. It just barely loses out in sustain. I remember that being somewhere there, but I didn't remember exactly where. I kind of forgot how annoying this room is with all the fire sound. The whole thing. I think we got a second wave here. Up here.
Structural damage to purple
Okay, this
flame
place might be
containment system
facing
detected. Explosion risk inevitable.
really
Agent, get out
facing
of there. Push
dependence.
through the main gates ahead. We need to find Danvers.
A lot of firearms noise. Over we go. So about tank build for you. I've seen
Hostile
for
radio
so far.
intercepted.
I mean, tank? No. Just backfire in general using it. Yeah, perfectly on board. But
Personnel.
tank?
Agent confirmed. Danvers is on site and on the move.
If we can't, we
Warning.
want to take out the
Active
Jennies.
turrets detected. Generator located nearby. Generator located nearby. Turret disabled. Additional turret still online. Hostile defenses
Let's get
disabled.
back in the fight.
Agent down.
Oh, they do spawn from behind as well. I'll just leave my hive there. Let's turn that into a sledge. Yeah, I've apparently finished a journey mission. Yay.
More hostiles detected.
We need to find another way inside.
Agent, additional hostiles detected.
Brandon's in a hurry. Spreading that. Check here is what he's running. So yeah, I should check what is being ran.
You're clear to enter and find the target.
And yeah. Huskin sets us up for the trap.
Lockdown protocols
Striker.
initiated.
Agent, you're gonna have to find another way
Factor.
out. You can't go back the way you came.
And oh, one of those.
Compromised electrical panel detected nearby.
Division on site. Take them out. We're getting ready to deploy.
Black Tusk? What the hell are they doing here?
We're taking orders from Danvers.
It's gonna get some distance. Actually, yeah, that should play as if I'm playing at random. Let's push through.
Unable to bypass electronic lock.
The Black Tusk really don't want us to see what's on the other side of that door, huh? Agent, find a way to unlock that
On
door.
that. People's ways. And these missions as well, they do put a ton of resources. And even though somebody else took it out, I'm gonna put it in.
Access panel available nearby.
And push button. And then fight team. Oh, there's a crate there. Thought I had a clear shot to the. Which one is it? Actually, what did I even complete? Oh, it is Journey 7. Oh, likely, yeah. I think I needed like 1 or 2 or something in something still. So we got that.
Door status update unlocked.
And that was likely these doors, right? These were the doors that were always bugging at.
SMR
Did that
signature
unlock? I think that would also have unlocked.
What the hell is an SMR signature?
Oh, just a small
Yeah,
modular reactor.
multitasker.
Nuclear reactor.
I'll take that. Although in this case, yeah, the skill tour isn't really doing much for me anyway. Just take extra
SMR
padding.
confirmed. Black Tusk mobile nuclear reactor on site.
Holy shit. This could solve our power problems. With Penco out of commission, we need a stable source of power. Agent, secure that reactor.
The sledge.
You heard Danvers. Take out the hostile. We can't let them derail the op.
What else is spawning here?
Status update. Reactor unstable.
Also spawning here. Oh, a hive is out there somewhere.
Now the power's arcing.
Trying to get my hive out, but
You need to stabilize the grid to save the reactor.
System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
Falling back! Hostile too close!
pushing button.
Power's still unstable.
Ow.
There must be another short somewhere. Keep looking, Agent.
Chest reanimator. Or a
Status
refactor
update.
reanimator.
Reactor stable.
So, pretty good healing going by.
Agent, you're clear. Keep going. We need to find Danvers and figure out what the hell the Black Tusk are up to.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be big.
Agent, you're a good soldier. You should join us. Don't
I'm
you
a
want to be
good
on the right
cylinder.
side of history?
That's why don't join
So
murderous
approaching the
assholes.
courtyard. Get into position and stop them. We're almost ready to deploy.
For left, two down is enough. Yeah. No, none of the ones are hard. Like this account, I've barely played it. That's why. Because yeah, we kind of had the journey done in what, like the first week on main account. I think they spawn there. Actually, the hive has that same thing. I noticed there now. Who's not in the thing? Who's not considered in it? I don't know.
Hostiles detected.
I guess that was like too far out of it. Because this one's a gather. That was never gonna work out. Let's get the chest off.
Turret active in here. Firing!
Agent, we got a nuclear reactor powering.
From the Marauder boss for
Something
the
that is ready
exotic
to
mask,
deploy.
or need to do
Follow
the
that
missions
power
from the
line.
start every time. Basically, whenever if you get there just with the boss, yeah, that
You
all
trust him
counts. Then.
so much you're willing to die for him. But do you even have a clue what he's been cooking up in that basement bunker of his?
Like you need to just be there and get a shot on the boss, or get a shot out on an enemy.
Scan complete. Multiple black
Actually, you don't even
warhounds
need to. Yeah,
detected.
if you're just
Status
there for the boss.
offline.
This is too much hardware.
But yeah, you
and
can't
for a
just
war.
die to the boss and then respawn. Like it doesn't drop loot a second time. But if you just are like matchmaking and get there while someone's next to the boss, then happy days.
Target bound!
But the bosses and missions only drop loot once, even if you
Black
wipe
Tusk
right after.
workstation on encrypted network detected.
Agent, have Anna hack the workstation. Maybe we'll have intel to help us figure out what the Black Tusk are doing.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it doesn't need to be from the start if you're joining someone else.
Download initiated.
That's the so it isn't per se from the start.
Hostiles incoming.
Because I was thinking you meant more that if you just matchmake into it. It's on. Use 5 blue cores. What blue core? No. Well, so you get the tiers. The tiers doesn't matter what your cores and stuff are. It's just you get those tiers as you're fighting. So you have to just get to max, you know, the like I have there, the max tier. But then without having any red cores, without having any blue cores, and without any having. So basically you need to run builds, preferably, for instance here, I'm running a build that is only yellow cores, and because of that, you know, I'm getting credit for the I'm getting credits for the other two.
Agent Warhound activated.
I always felt there were more waves here. I mean, we'll likely get a few more waves here in a second with, when this completes. But I thought even in this part,
Download complete.
I'd have a
Agent,
few more.
disable any remaining workstations. The Black Tusk will love that.
Workstation destroyed.
Like, does it really not spawn anymore?
Workstation destroyed.
Right.
Workstation destroyed. Workstation destroyed.
And they take a while to kill.
I've analyzed the intel you recovered. Not only are the Black Tusk developing new equipment here with the Purple Flame,
construct.
but they're shipping most of it out of state. There's another file here that's still encrypted. Running a program now to figure out what they're hiding.
Hold the work. This is the last transpo.
For the blue, if you have only yellow.
Hostiles detected.
Basically, yeah, you just need to have no. So if I'm this, I have only yellow, so I don't have red, I don't have blue. So every time I reach tier 5 and everything, I'm getting a credit in red and a credit in blue. And then what you can do even, you can cheese that one. Once you reach this point of having 5 tiers, you can just... oh no, you have to use the active, wasn't it? When you use the active, it just sets you, each of the actives, the links, it can set you to 5 tiers. And just keep you there. And then what you do is go in here. So if you now trigger, if I trigger now the tactical link for red, for firearms. Was my second cam not on the right spot?
Vital signs critical.
Is that it?
Agent incapacitated.
You can just unequip and re-equip a piece of gear. And you can get credit on it. And yeah, there. That one was my own murder. I killed myself. Extra crispy. There's also why, yeah, you don't run eclipses on, for instance, hardcores. Too easy to accidentally burn yourself. Although it always happens like that, where just... Because also the person that kind of body blocked me, they didn't mean to. It's just an accident on all ends.
Disconnect the backup power supply.
It's
and
a
get ready for
racing
liftoff.
incident.
Fran, get on that helo with the scientists.
Agent, get to the roof.
Where's the roof? Oh. But yeah, basically equip a, you know, full yellow build, for instance, like this, and then just trigger the assault link, and then just you know, just take this piece and go like whoop, 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 whoop. And every time you do that counts. So.
Electrical hazard detected.
Oh yeah, there's up here. And then yeah, there's also this
I
thing
need to go
stuck
back
in
to
the wall.
intel. There's
We're stuck in
schematics.
these things.
The cables must be connected to one of these experiments.
Can you eclipse things? The initial damage does. Likely what we could do is actually oxy that even. Although, wouldn't be a time saver. That's not worth the hassle. Honestly. That one's an ambush. This here. Hey there, Oscar Mike.
We ready for liftoff? Almost. Just need to do a few safety checks and we're ready to go.
Similarly, police.
Agent, you need to get to the roof. If they lift off, we'll lose Danvers.
Quick Philip. Shorter than DC heroic baby missions. I mean, DC is always like short missions. These are closer to strongholds, especially this one and like the art museum. Both are closer to strongholds than to just normal missions. But there's also the baby missions here. You'll see those as well. There's 4 kind of short missions, which are kind of like
What the hell
some of
needs
the
this much
DC
power?
missions. A Zeppelin to surpass Metal Gear.
Clear for liftoff. Excellent. Route is clear. We should reach the target in 15 minutes.
Target? Oh, fuck. They have a Zeppelin.
A
All
Zeppelin.
personnel still on the ground. Get to the roof and stop that agent.
No. They're arming purple flame bombs on the Zeppelin. They're doing final checks for the attack on the
Actually,
bridge.
let me take this. Although this is
Watch out, agent.
knowing that we have the
Zeppelin
drones
just fired a purple
first.
flame bomb and it's targeting the roof.
Yeah, actually on that I also lose the things. I didn't know that. On that I also lost my tiering. Because I just hadn't paid attention while dying. Do Lincoln 3 times and manning 0. I mean, yeah, reward wise and stuff as well. But here, yeah, I mean, some of the, longer missions have their own rewards, which is nice. I'd actually likely wait for them to come a little closer because they're going to be out of range.
Hostile striker drone detected. Serious trauma detected.
Might even pass between waves. Yeah, nice. Oh, then I can actually do it with the EMP sticky. Yeah, it's passing in between waves. So that's good. Oh, now we know for next time.
Inactive surface-to-air missiles detected.
Anna, blow that fucker out of the sky.
Push button.
The Zeppelin's on the move.
Quickly.
Accessing surface-to-air missiles. Laser marauder detected.
Laser marauder? What is the laser marauding? I'll disable it for long enough. Debuff on it.
25% complete.
Even disable this thing
Laser marauder
is an annoying
destroyed.
asshole.
Terminal offline.
Shit. Agent, re-engage the hack.
Sam coming
Re-engage
online.
the crack.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, was that just the spawn underneath? Didn't read like that at all.
I've accessed the Zeppelin security systems and flight plan. We've got a small window where it will be in range of the SAMs.
And this part like makes zero sense. What do you mean? There's it's SAMs. The whole point is that there's a large radius when they'll be in range. Like how small the radius? Why is there a small radius?
Terminal offline. Sam coming online.
We need to take out the roads before they get the SAMs back online.
75%
Can't do
complete.
it. And I'm not sure if it's fixed. Oh, we have no warhounds actually. That's good. Yay.
Sam online. Console is unlocked and ready for agent to target and launch.
Come on, Agent. Get that son of a bitch to Danvers.
That son of a bitch Canvers getting got. Pew pew. This one is good.
Holy
So I
shit.
can roll it.
You did it. You saved us.
You killed Danvers. Thank you, Agent. That fucker can burn in hell.
Intel detected
Is
unlocked.
Manning? I like Manning. I don't mind. It's long.
Agent, clear the site
That's the
and
only
signal
downside
belt
of
for
it.
extraction.
But I actually like some of the fights in normal manning and even in invaded manning. Like the boss fight there, I kind of like, where it just kind of like teaches you a few mechanics and then gives you all the mechanics all together. Alright, yeah, we got some completion there. Also, yeah, this mission is a season level per. That's not too bad. Yeah. Present party is up for it. I mean, we're not just gonna leave, we're just gonna go back to the start. The Zeppelin has warp drive, yeah. It has ludicrous speed. It has played mode. It just has played mode as one of its things. Well, I guess that guy's leaving.
An agent has left your group.
We'll get a fort. Unless somebody wants to join us. Let us know.
The cleaner's leader is confirmed at the army terminal.
I should
Danvers
matchmake
is
there
your
already.
priority.
So.
Take out the hostiles and figure out
Anyway,
what the
we're
hell
just gonna do
is
some old-fashioned
Another
grinding.
agent is now
Just
in your group.
do the same mission over and over. Okay, this is taking needs a second.
Hostiles detected.
But we can already get started on these first few waves then. He'll catch up. As worst case as well, even if we wipe to this first area, that's fine because we'll just restart. We cover evasive maneuvers, yeah. I feel there that they should have just gone, although most people wouldn't have like understood that. I feel like should have just gone like, fire the flares or something, and it's just like somebody yells out like, this fucking Zeppelin doesn't have flares. Why would you think a Zeppelin has flares, sir? Or chaff. Actually, yeah, that would have made much more sense. Just go like, hey, fire the countermeasures, and it just like the thing flares and chaffs, and then like it still gets hit, and it's just like, oh, it's too close, and then just like there isn't enough distance, and then like it still hits. That would make so much more sense from a writing. No worries. This. If you guys need a minute or something here or there, just let me know.
Destroy their purple flame supplies, Agent.
It's fine. Also, yeah, we'll just keep moving. Because most of this, like, we can two-man it if we have to. I'm gonna get set up to catch that wave.
Weak point destroyed. Weak point destroyed. Weak point destroyed. Weak point destroyed.
Yeah, this place is very facing dependent by the look of things. It's wherever everybody's facing. But that also means that once they start spawning from one spot,
Structural
likely
damage to purple flame containment system detected.
spawn more.
Explosion risk inevitable.
Still, still love that Anna voice line there.
Danvers.
Explosion risk inevitable. It's just her, like, just the way she says that. A legendary in Brooklyn? No. Stream. Yeah, no, but no, there isn't any legendaries added in. It's just all. But you can do the whole. You can do the whole thing on heroic. Oh, we need to gather. Actually, that's right. What's our friend doing? What's our friend running? Oh, just a striker, but with grouper chest. There we go.
Hostile
And it's
radio
funny that the game
intercepted.
just doesn't let us jump over until
Terminal.
everybody's there.
Engage and activate the defenses. All key personnel report for extraction. This is not a drill.
Oh, hey, this guy also. This is not a drill.
Danvers is on site and on the move.
This is, in fact, a screwdriver.
Warning. Active turrets detected.
Why did I push up here? I can't kill this easily.
Turret disabled. Additional turret
That's
still
the way.
online.
That's the way.
Hostile defenses disabled.
We got the other one right now.
An agent needs assistance.
Generator located nearby.
Alright.
More hostiles detected.
Why is it always more hostiles detected? Why no more, like, more ice cream detected? Why is it never that, Anna? More cakes detected.
We need to find another way inside.
Agent, additional hostiles detected.
I wouldn't have Razorbacks built in, yeah. But yeah, they're bringing Razorback. More that hostiles detected, indeed. I know, we've looted already, so this run through, we don't need to. I'm gonna send it. Yeah, can I get it out? Mostly because I want to get in position for this. Because if I can catch them there, if I can catch them there, I can catch them anywhere. Cleaners. Let's add sledge to the mix because I hate cleaners.
You're clear to enter and find the target.
Make it even worse for them.
Lockdown protocols initiated.
Comes in New York, like the one
Agent,
Amherst
you're gonna have to
Farmers
find
and
another way out. You can't
search
go
will
back the way
time.
you came.
It's not. I mean, well, they've added in legendaries, like
Compromised
originally.
electrical panel detected nearby.
Well, they added in with Woni. They added in the 3 current legendary, or well, the DUA, like DUA Roosevelt,
What the hell
like
are
the
they doing
original
here?
set.
They're taking orders from
DUA
Danvers.
Roosevelt
That
and
explains Violet. This is
the
not
other one,
good.
Capital. Because yeah, the Manning and Capital, or Manning and Title were added later. But yeah, I think they're still to this day. I think just the player count for legendary is too low for them to really
Unable to bypass electronic lock.
The Black Tusk
focus
really
too
don't
much
want
on
us to see
it.
what's on the other side of that door, huh?
I just
Agent, find a way to unlock that
not
door.
enough people see that content. Which isn't per se an excuse to not do it too often, but I can kind of understand it. You know. I've done my part there already. Get set up for this. Because when somebody grabs that, this opens. Hey, I found the fuse in my pocket suddenly. It was there all along. And it's so funny that,
Available nearby.
yeah, stuff like that moves between characters. or you know, between teammates. Because normally, one person would pick it up, and then the others, you know, someone else would run it in. Oh, pressure points. Okay, I'm gonna take a second here.
Status update unlocked.
I was missing this. Although I know you guys can keep going. There's a wait here anyway.
SMR signature
That's why I was doing it there.
detected.
Because there's a whole voice line.
Perfect.
What the hell is an SMR signature?
Oh, just a small modular reactor.
Mm,
Nuclear
comes with
reactor.
a new season. Yeah, maybe at some point they might do a legendary or two. These missions would make decent locations for them, especially the other one.
SMR confirmed. Black
The
Tusk
art
mobile
museum.
nuclear reactor on site.
Holy shit. This could solve our power problems. With Penco out of commission, we need a stable source of power. Agent, secure that reactor.
Usually gonna
You heard
flame
Danvers. Take
there
out the
and
hostile. We
flame
can't let them derail the op.
Status update. Reactor
the
unstable.
sledges.
Damn it. They overloaded the core, now the power's arcing. Agent, you need to stabilize the grid to save the reactor.
Wasted.
Serious trauma detected.
The power's still unstable. There must be another short somewhere. Keep looking, Agent.
Yeah, let's get the other toll.
Status update. Reactor stable.
Agent, you're clear.
Oh, yeah, this is
Keep
mini
going.
thing.
We need to find Danvers and figure
This
out what the
never
hell
came
the
out.
Black Tusk are up to.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be big.
And I kind of like running Eclipse for just trying to do the oh wait, a random left. I didn't even know.
Agent, you're a good soldier. You should join us.
Mm,
Don't you want to be
I'm
on the
good
right
on
side of
those.
history?
Is it repair mod? I'm good on mods.
They're approaching the courtyard. Get into position and stop them. We're almost ready to deploy.
Oh. What the fuck was that? Actually, chuck rats. Chuck rats. Okay. It is very peculiar about where it exactly
Hostiles
wants us to be.
detected.
Looks like. Oh no, the second wave spawned there. The last wave is always going to spawn there, right? Yeah. Because it opens up that door. So. This time they didn't spawn back here.
Agent, we got a nuclear
What a
reactor
leak.
powering something that is ready to
Someone,
deploy.
I'm guessing.
Follow that power line.
Has Theo shown you what's in the box yet? You trust him so much you're willing to die for him. But do you even have a clue what he's been cooking up in that basement bunker of his?
Those in DC. Ah, okay. Yeah, those seem to be indeed. I was mistaken on those not being
Scan complete.
or being for
Detected.
like just the DLC.
Status offline.
This is too much hardware and
What?
shipping for a warhead factory.
Oh,
What the hell are they doing here?
good thing I didn't fire the cam right away. That door is kind of like my cams can't go through it even when it's open.
Black Tusk workstation on encrypted network detected.
Agent,
those are the dog
have
in
Anna
the
hack the workstation. Maybe we'll have intel to help us figure out what
And
the
actually, yeah, if
Black Tusk are
anybody
doing.
wants to join us, go on.
Download
Here.
initiated.
Otherwise, I'll start.
Hostiles incoming.
I'll matchmake again.
Agent, Warhound activated.
Oh, it does. It does bleed when it dies, actually.
50% complete.
Hostile civilian targeted. I'll deal with it.
Caught one.
Agent, Warhound activated.
Oh, yeah, these warhounds aren't much. That's Fill back up to 4. Might as well.
Download complete.
Agent, disable any remaining workstations. The Black Tusk will love that.
Oh, actually,
Workstation destroyed. Workstation destroyed. Workstation destroyed.
forgot about this wave.
Another agent has joined your group.
Workstation destroyed.
I've analyzed the intel you recovered. Not only are the Black Tusk developing new equipment here with the Purple Flame, but they're shipping most of it out of state. There's another file here that's still encrypted.
It's been a while since we've had like chest and backpack talents. What was actually the last chest or backpack talent
This
we've
is the last
gotten?
transpo.
It's like been so long. Because I've gotten some of the perfects, but actually just chest or backpack. This one goes down for later.
Taking heavy fire.
Hey, because we did 2 missions in a row, actually we're reaching daylight here. That's funny. Because yeah, we just reset it here, so it couldn't. If we had gone back and then back here, it would have reset the time to nighttime.
Help me!
But we'll actually see this mission in daytime. We'll see the Zeppelin in daytime. Oh, the cutscene won't line up either then, because yeah, the cutscene is always going to be nighttime because, you know, it's a cutscene. It can't change. It's like time of day.
Here! Help me! I'll hold this area. I can cover you.
One thing I'm noticing a lot though is, yeah, because the skill, the haste reduction, I'm like really over camming. Like I'm really using way more cams than I normally
Disconnect the
would.
backup power supply.
And
Get
I'm
ready for
actually not
liftoff.
running into
Brand,
too many
get
issues
on
just
that
because
helo
of
with the
the
scientists.
cooldown reductions.
Agent, get to
So I'm
the roof.
tossing out my hive quite often. But that's actually helping. Yeah, no worries, man.
Manny's a
Okay.
good man.
Yeah, have a good
I
night
think you've been
and
surrounded by good people for
catch
so
you
long,
around.
you've forgotten what a snake looks like.
and let's
Electrical hazard detected.
take it up and out.
I need to go back through the intel. There's schematics. The cables must be connected.
I don't want to see how
one of
much
these
damage it
experiments.
does. None, actually. I wonder if you can oxy them then. If you can't damage them. That's actually what I'm gonna do is that. Oh, this one from the side. That's 6. This doesn't do. And some quick cleanup. Oh, was it third wave?
We ready for liftoff? Almost. Just need to do a few safety checks and we're ready to go.
Who does safety
You need to get
checks?
to the roof. If they lift off, we'll lose Danvers.
Have we done a safety check of if we can do evasive maneuvers? Evasive man movers?
Okay, seriously. What the hell needs this much power?
Could it be a Zeppelin? Can you actually see the thing from before you go in here? No, right?
Clear for liftoff. Excellent. Route is clear. We should reach the target in 15 minutes.
Target?
Oh, fuck. They have a Zeppelin.
All personnel still on the ground. Get to the roof and stop that agent.
No.
Wait, which agents? There's
There are
4 of
only
us.
flame bombs on the Zeppelin. They're doing final checks for the attack on the bridge.
Oh, that's somebody using their active.
Watch out, Agent! The Zeppelin just fired a purple flame bomb and it's targeting the roof.
I mean, where else would it be targeting, right? It's almost a given. So let's actually go EMP sticky here. Although it would be funny if I miss. Because then I still need to actually hit. Into direct impact. Because these guys are kind of like the drones in Summit and stuff. When you EMP one wave, it'll just, even though the other ones are dying, it takes a few seconds longer for them to actually die. So that like one EMP from an eclipse will just completely, like with the last one, just took this out completely. Do I have anything that has
Hostile
a
striker
better...
drone detected. Vital signs critical.
Is it? Always. Kind of took my sweet time aiming, but worth it. Well, I heard some drones there, so likely from the last wave some survived. Or maybe there's like more. Wait, is there still one? Oh, that's friendly. Oh, actually, I could likely even do it with the shock rounds that I have. As well as I have these still.
Inactive surface-to-air missiles detected.
Anna, blow that fucker out of the sky.
The Zeppelin's on the move.
Access
Zeppelin's on the
surface-to-air
move.
missiles.
The Zeppelin had to go. She said it wasn't safe, yeah. Agent, the Zeppelin had to go. Said it wasn't safe here. Oh yeah. And yeah, this Marauder. Not that impressive if you have an EMP sticky.
25% complete. Laser Marauder destroyed. Terminal offline.
Shit.
No catalyst, better known as Natalist.
Sam, coming online.
Nocalist. Yeah. We're reaching.
I've accessed the Zeppelin's security systems and flight plan. We've got a small window where it will be in range of the SAMs.
Take it down! Taking you down!
Serious
I don't
trauma
know.
detected.
Kelso is in the summit. I mean,
Terminal
maybe she's at the
offline.
bottom of descent. We have to reach a loop 1,000. And she re-engage the hack.
Sam, coming online.
We need to take out the rogues before they get the Sams back online.
75% complete.
Wasn't expecting to jump down.
Sam online. Console is unlocked and ready for agent to target and launch.
Come on,
Yay.
get that son of a bitch Danvers.
As opposed to the normal Danvers, who isn't the son of a bitch. Push button. Nada list. Yep. And at the cutscene,
Shit.
it's
You
night.
did it. You saved me.
Aha!
You killed Danvers. Thank
We-
you, Agent.
we
That
made
fucker
it.
can burn in hell.
Plot holes.
Intel
We
detected
created
on
some
laptop.
plot holes. It's daytime, but that video was at nighttime. Aha.
Agent, clear the site and signal bell for extraction.
Actually, in this one, I'm just gonna... So you see what the time is there. 2 flares directly into the sun. Didn't even see the flares. Yeah, go away. I just want to see the completion time. So how long is each of these taking us? 25 minutes. Okay, that's not too horrendous. Let's maybe do one more. Or for now. I'll reset this back to the start. What we should actually be doing is if it's in between each one, also going for named groups, but it's just, yeah, let's just stay here.
The cleaner's leader is confirmed at the army terminal. Danvers is your priority. Take out the hostiles
I
and
need to
figure
have my
out what
hive
the hell
back.
he's been planning.
Actually, I wonder if you could make the fire sticky work a little bit better. Fire sticky does have more damage than the fire cam. It's just... I would rather have the 8 charges with
Hostiles
less
detected.
than having, you know, 1 every 18 seconds. So it's here.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Is that my shotguns? No. Oh, we have an OD now.
Additional hostiles detected. Purple flame accelerant detected.
Destroy their purple flame supplies, Agent.
Weak point destroyed. Weak
They're
point
dead up
destroyed.
there.
Weak point destroyed. Weak point destroyed.
Oh. Spawning down there. I know, we'll use a few more grenades. Blind firing a cam. Really just That guy just noped out. Sir, sir. You need to stay. Where are you going, sir? Madam, sir, madam.
Structural damage to purple flame containment system detected. Explosion risk inevitable.
Agent, get
Inevitable.
out of there. Push through the main gates ahead. We need to find Danvers.
Salvation, that'll take you to the build collection. Although if you want to know what build I'm running here, I'm running Eclipse, because that command isn't that that well set up that it'll pull up the exact build that I'm running at the moment. But if that is the build you're looking for in that build collection, it's all numbered, and it's 3.05. It's kind of
Hostile
the
radio intercepted.
archetype that I'm running here.
Division breach the terminal. Seal the gates and activate the defenses. All key personnel report for extraction.
Everything's numbered in
Not
there.
a drill.
Key personnel? Agent confirmed. Danvers is on site and on the move.
Warning. Active
Those
turrets
guys.
detected. Generator located nearby.
Taking care of that.
Generator
Yes.
located nearby.
Oh,
Turret disabled. Additional turret still online. Hostile defenses disabled.
so good one there. That grenade ran out just in time. Ass. And a body blocking a few people there. Oh, yeah, we zooming. I think it's the movement speed from last season that definitely also helped with Eclipse, just getting into position quicker. And Eclipse is well worth running. It's actually going to be one of the future build showcases. Actually, the next build showcase is going to be this, even before measured assembly. Although I'm not even sure
More hostiles
that I'm per se
detected.
gonna do measured assembly, because also like healing builds are kind of, there isn't much to build showcase. It's kind of a hard showcase basically, where just because of
Agent down.
We need to find another way
you know,
inside.
playing the healer.
Agent, additional
I
hostiles detected.
should kind of, if we're doing even a healer build, I should kind of do F5 first, I feel, man. But yeah, next build showcase, although it's even going to be a build masterclass, is kind of a refresh of the masterclass on Eclipse. Just because the old version is kind of old. It's more than 2 years old. And actually some stuff has changed.
Serious trauma detected.
But one thing you have to kind of remember with Eclipse is definitely a build that you kind of have to learn.
You're clear to
It
enter.
takes a little while to learn it. And I've played a lot of Eclipse, so in the same way that some other people are really good with headhunting builds and stuff, I've spent that same amount of time kind of on Eclipse.
You can't go back
So
the way you came.
I kind of know my way
Compromised
around.
electrical panel detected nearby.
Not to kind of like go like, look at how good I am, but it's easy. It's easy to like
Black Tusk? What the hell are
run
they
a
doing
build,
here?
a new build, and just go like, oh, but I saw this other person do that with it, and it's just,
This is not good.
yes, but also likely that other person has like, you know, several times your playtime on that singular build. Kind of.
System curtailed.
Kind of coming back to that idea of it's not the build,
Black
dummy.
Tusk really don't want us to see what's on the other side of that door, huh? Agent, find a way to unlock
Oh, these
that
guys
door.
made it out. That didn't land. That didn't land either. Look at this. See, this is getting the other one. I'm actually just gonna send the fire grenade here. I still have some loot back there. So I'm just gonna go get that. Even while I'm here, I'm still helping by getting a sledge on those enemies.
Door status update. Unlocked.
Right. These goddamn doors always. We use these in a few places and they're always this buggy.
SMR signature detected.
So let me eclipse myself. Yeah, it's a well worked as a group build and
Just a
stuff.
small modular reactor.
Can make, you know, I feel actually so for a lot of missions, especially just heroic missions and stuff, I would say actually it's faster to have
SMR confirmed. Black Tusk mobile.
3 strikers and an
reactor
eclipse over
on
having
site.
4 eclipses.
Holy shit. This could solve our power problems. With Penco out of commission, we need a stable source of power. Agent, secure that reactor.
Just having the CC allows everybody to go a little bit faster, and that can make plenty of difference. Because if everything's CC'd, the strikers can just go into just murder everything mode. And also the Eclipse is no slouch itself in damage.
You heard Danvers. Take out the hostile. We can't let them derail the op.
Status update.
And a
Reactor
sledge on
unstable.
top.
Damn it. They overloaded the core, now the power's arcing. Agent, you need to stabilize the grid to save the reactor.
I was stuck in the animation. I couldn't do
Power's still
anything.
unstable. There must be another short somewhere. Keep looking, Agent.
And then the short is on that side. Get out of there.
Status update. Reactor stable.
Agent, you're clear. Keep going. We need to find Danvers and figure out what the hell the Black
Also,
Tusk
how
are
does
up
she know we're clear?
Whatever it is, it's gonna be
Like
big.
Anna knowing we're clear makes kind of sense. She's like always scanning the area and stuff. But how does Hoskins know we're clear? Because also, for instance, yeah, Cindy knowing it's clear. Yeah, she's like the drone operator. She's hovering overhead. Oh yeah,
Agent,
I haven't used
you're a
them
good
yet.
soldier. You should join us. Don't you want to be on the right side of history?
I still feel they should have really pulled a thing there
Get into
of
position and stop them.
it just
We're
pops
almost
up
ready
and
to
it goes
deploy.
like join Black Tusk and just like an invite to group or something kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This door is still wonky. And I have to be inside of the thing.
Hostiles detected.
Put a crossbow on him. Or a bolt from the crossbow. That will break whatever armor piece it hits. I'm kind of aiming for the chest. If I get the chest, then yay. It instantly goes through the chest. Should have maybe not put my hive there.
Agent, we got a nuclear reactor powering something that is ready to deploy. Follow that power line.
Has Theo shown you what's in the box yet? You trust him so much you're willing to die for him. But do you even have a clue what he's been cooking up in that basement bunker of his?
Scan complete. Multiple Black Tusk warhounds detected. Status offline.
This is
Not a
too
good
much
cam.
hardware and sheeting for a warhound factory. What the hell are they doing here?
Black Tusk workstation on encrypted network detected.
Agent, have Anna hack the workstation.
Okay,
Maybe we'll have
fine.
intel to help us figure out what the Black Tusk are doing.
Let's get her going.
Download initiated.
Well, the first wave is always there.
Hostiles incoming.
Oh, well, and I'll stay in the circle. Because I can just sense from here, so.
Agent, Warhound activated.
Grenade! I'm burning up!
An agent needs assistance. Immediate medical assistance needed.
50% complete.
Fuck you!
Make sure to kill those hands quickly. What you just gonna do? Wait, where did the percentage go?
Agent,
Oh, it's over there.
Warhound activated.
But it showed the percentage up there as well. But that's just there. That makes sense, actually. That's usually how it is. I hadn't paid attention to it. Oh, let me get up here. Nothing.
Download
Anything,
complete.
Sarah.
Agent, disable any remaining
Always
workstations.
these builds.
Black Tusk will
Well, glad you like them. And now be sure as well. So in the build collection,
Workstation
there's also
I'll deal with it.
Workstation destroyed.
there's that recommended build list. Because yeah, there's a lot of builds in the collection. Some of them aren't per se great. Some of them are more
Workstation
experimental
destroyed.
or just for fun, like the 511 build in there.
Not only are the Black Tusk developing new equipment here with the purple
But yeah, the
flame,
recommended build is
they're
everything in
shipping
there.
most of
I
it out
can
of state.
kind of stand behind.
There's another file here that's still encrypted. Running a program now to figure out what they're
Plus it was
hiding.
fast enough 4 times eclipse. Wait, did I say 4 times eclipse? Yeah, no, I meant 4 times strike. Yeah.
Hold the work. This is the last transpo.
Okay, these guys also transpo in.
Hostiles detected.
Kind of waiting for the last person to also be here, but let's get going. I'm just gonna put my hive kind of here, covering these 2 doors. And the loudest surprise stealth team ever. These guys should play some Rainbow Six at some points, I feel. They might learn a thing or 17. Like, if you're gonna put yourself in a vulnerable position where you're rappelling down, maybe don't make all the sound. Maybe just make half the sound. Oh, that's gonna... Right, yeah, it's getting, yeah.
This is getting shredded!
Okay, I think also this will be my last
Enemy destroyed!
army base here. We've done 3 today then. We'll come back for it.
Disconnect the backup.
So maybe after
power
this,
supply and
take
get
it
liftoff.
and do
Grant,
an...
Get on that helo with the scientists.
Agent, get to the roof.
one of the world bosses, because yeah, they'll be off cooldown. And then
Manny's a good man. I think you've been surrounded by good people for so long, you've forgotten what a snake looks like.
we take it to somewhere else. Although I should do as well. We're kind of... This is another 15 minutes. We'll see if I... Because yeah, today I can't make it too late. Actually, tomorrow I have to get up pretty early.
Electrical hazard detected.
But we also got to stream this afternoon and test a bunch of stuff then.
I need to go back through the intel. There's schematics. The cables must be connected to one of these experiments.
As in the next few days as well, I wouldn't mind getting some experience on add in my hive there as well. On
Hostiles detected.
Catalyst, just running Catalyst quite a bit. Make that all a sledge.
We ready for liftoff? Almost. Just need to do a few safety checks and we're ready to go.
Agent, you need to get to the roof. If they
Eats
lift
my
off,
whole
we'll lose
hive.
Danvers.
I'm playing with it as a DPS player. Yeah, same here. Although, yeah, quality, like, one of the goals I always have is from every spawning wave, something needs to be on fire. And then here, like, it's a mission that I'm not the most familiar with, so I'm not hitting that quota perfectly. We're so pretty close. Right. Because there's also plenty of Eclipse players that you're like, what are they doing? But that's the same, of course, with red builds. Sometimes you see somebody running a full red striker, you think like, oh, that's a good looking build, but then they're playing it and they kind of suck. Let me grab a sticky. And actually deleting those drones, that's really handy, yeah.
Clear for liftoff. Excellent. Route is clear. We should reach the target in 15
Let me
minutes.
run. Now where they spawn.
Oh, fuck. They have a Zeppelin.
I didn't catch a lot of that.
All personnel still on the ground. Get to the roof and stop that agent.
No. They're arming purple flame bombs on the Zeppelin. They're doing final checks for the attack on the bridge. Watch out, Agent! The Zeppelin just fired a purple flame bomb and it's targeting the roof.
Yeah, good job. Update them. But not so 6 months back. I mean, yeah, the build collection always moves a little bit. But also you can always, yeah, just, you know, it's there online as well. Only more if you like need it offline or something. So blueprints, I'm not getting any more from control points. Still missing gear set, ongoing rigor to Patriot. Well, rigor. Wait, did rigor have issues? But True Patriot and ongoing don't have blueprints. They're specifically enemy gear sets. That's kind of the lore for them.
Detected.
Oh, I can hit the thing. That's nice. Okay. Anyway. This is actually a good way to deal with these guys. Here, for instance, as well. Eclipse being pretty powerful. In Descent as well. Or Descent. In Summit as well. If you have drones. If you can't catch them in the doors, the same thing kind of happens. It just jumps around the whole time.
Serious trauma detected.
Ah,
Agent out
purple
of
flame
action.
bomb got me. Go.
Inactive surface-to-air missiles detected.
Anna, blow that fucker out of the sky.
The Zeppelin's on the move.
Oh, yeah. There.
Accessing
Last week that
surface-to-air
last guy.
missiles.
I'll disable the Marauder. I'm gonna wait a little bit till he gets close again.
Laser Marauder
I
detected.
can, of course, like stick him right away, but it's better if he's actually in optimal range. Oh, or I just miss. Maybe that. At least the background is sky, so when I miss, it doesn't matter too much because I get it back in 3 seconds. That's one of the nice things with
25%
Marauders.
complete.
Immediate
I'm
medical
just gonna
assistance.
take him right back there.
Laser
Ooh.
Marauder destroyed.
Ooh.
Terminal offline.
Shit. Agent, re-engage the hack.
Streamer lag. Goddamn streamers and their streamer lag.
Online.
Hey. But was Rigger missing blueprints? I never feel like, I mean, yeah, could be. The ones that they fixed, so yeah, if you had all the blueprints already, if you were at like full list already, the only things you're getting is Virtuoso, 2 pieces of Striker, 2 pieces of Syscore. That's what I got. And there's nothing in the reconstructed caches, so I have no idea why, you know, it said anything about reconstructed caches. Because I disagree. But at least, yeah, we have a few more blueprints are fixed.
Terminal offline.
Done for.
We engage that. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go
Sam,
start
coming
looting.
online.
We need to take out the rogues before they get the Sams back online.
Take out the rogues.
75%
That was the last wave as
complete.
well. But that maybe, yeah, if present party is willing, maybe I can do maybe one more. Because I feel now, especially, like, if I get another one, I can share it. Nah. I can also feel bad that, like, I got mine. You know, thank you, fuck you, bye.
Sam online. Console is unlocked and ready for agent to target
Yoink and
and
go.
launch.
Today we'll reach admission. Today yeah. 10 is the total.
Holy shit! You did it! You saved us.
You killed Danvers. Thank you.
But it depends also. So it depends also if you're like we're missing Langmo or not and stuff like
Intel
that.
detected on
And then yeah, Bellstone and Hunter's Fury aren't fixed either yet. So it was just the list that they put up basically.
Agent, clear the site and signal Bell for extraction.
Oh yeah, let me catch up here for a second while also the completion stuff happens. Also using loads of different brands of the 511 mask. So yeah, a lot of the year 1 and early seasons ones, they didn't have all the slots. So that's you know, that's just how it was. Yeah, Cheska doesn't have a chest, stuff like that. Oh yeah, so one more? Everybody's up for that, hopefully. Yeah, let's say one more. Just if I get mine, I can share it. So let's maybe do one more, and maybe I get lucky twice, and then we'll make somebody else happy. Although I think both this and Basket are looking for it, so we'll have to take him to the DZ, fight to the death. Winner takes it.
The cleaner's leader is confirmed at the army terminal. Danvers is your priority. Take out the hostiles and figure out what the hell he's been planning.
You know what? Maybe we start a trade war
Hostiles
instead.
detected.
Legendary, maybe? Sorry, what? Yeah, that guy's going like legendary, maybe. But yeah, this mission does not have legendary. Or does it mean let's go do a legendary? Because yeah. Also, actually, so I mean, like, this guy's running this. Like, no, thank you. Wait, this isn't even a backfire. It's a build that would kind of work with a backfire, but yeah, there's no backfire. But yeah, they're not really helping at all. So, because they're usually the second line. They're not even on the first line. That is fine. They're here to help with scaling. Not that that matters for this mission, but
Hostiles detected.
I kind of want to run it in 4-man also to
Purple
learn
flame
the... Oh,
accelerant detected.
hi.
Destroy their purple flame supplies, agent.
555.
Weak point destroyed. Weak point destroyed.
I keep swapping to the MP sticky for that fight.
Weak point destroyed.
That's also why for now we're keeping it with 0 directives. I kind of want to spot the spawns and kind of get a feel for the spawns.
Structural damage to purple flame containment system detected. Explosion risk inevitable.
Agent, get out of there.
Inevitable.
Push through the main gates ahead. We need to find Danvers.
I need a frag. And it's going well. So far, of the things I was farming for there, where some people have been getting extremely unlucky, I got okay-ish lucky. And after 3 times,
Hostile radio intercepted.
Division breached the terminal.
got my
And activate the defenses. All key personnel report for extraction. This is not a drill.
mask there.
Agent confirmed. Danvers is on site and on the
Which
move.
is something I really wanted for this account, just to get them
Warning. Active turrets detected.
done.
Generator located nearby. Generator located nearby. Turret disabled. Additional turret still online.
Oh, the other one's still up.
Hostile defenses disabled.
Let's make that spread. Wait, oh, my hive's bugged out. Oh no, it's actually, I was just hitting. Oh, it was back there. That makes sense. That's actually, yeah. Let's turn that one into a sledge. I'm gonna take cover to make myself a little smaller.
More hostiles detected.
Oh, I'm actually out of fire chems. Let's actually go loot in.
We need to find another way inside.
In the meantime, get some charges back.
Agent, additional hostiles detected.
This time these guys aggroed already. That's interesting. Also, yeah, I can do this. Just toss my hive over. That kind of works. My allies will walk the fire. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, there's even a shock there to abuse against them.
You're clear to enter and find the target.
Thanks for clearing us entry. Yeah. Average randoms.
Protocols initiated.
Agent, you're gonna have to find another way out. You can't go back the way you came.
Yeah, I've been lucky at all this morning, but
Compromised electrical
hopefully,
panel
you know,
detected nearby.
eventually, on a long enough timeline, everybody gets lucky.
Take them out. We're getting ready to deploy.
Black Tusk here.
What the hell are they doing here?
They're taking orders from Danvers. That explains Violet. This is not good.
Serious trauma detected.
Unable to bypass electronic lock.
The Black Tusk really don't want us to see what's on the other side of that door, huh? Agent, find a way to unlock that door.
This door? Does it work? It actually works. Yeah, I mean it does. Yeah. So why wouldn't? But yeah, I can just put out my hive and pull it back out, and it does actually help quite a bit with my cooldown on the thing there. Did I favorite it actually?
Access panel available nearby.
It's quite the melt. I do want my hive.
Door status update unlocked.
Who puts post-its on the window?
SMR signature detected.
I know. We got some ASMR.
What the hell is an SMR signature?
Oh, just a small modular reactor.
Safety first. Work safely. Okay. I'll be sure to work safely while I'm tossing around highly flammable chems that
SMR confirmed.
are filled
Black
with
Tusk mobile nuclear
a
reactor
gas that can
on site.
burn everybody's face off.
Shit. This could solve our power problems. With Petco out of commission, we need a stable source of power. Agent, secure that reactor.
And one of the things as well with Eclipse is all of the status effects applied by Eclipse get spread around.
We can't let them derail the
So there, for instance, as well, me actually hitting that foam
Status update. Reactor
canister and like foaming someone, if they die, that
They
also gets
overloaded the core,
spread.
now the power's arcing. Agent, you need to stabilize the grid to save the reactor.
Vital signs critical.
That's the one thing I should maybe try to remember later tonight is I should go into Division 1 and make sure I got my reward tier 2.
Serious trauma detected.
And I can ignite even when downed.
Agent down.
Even when downed, I can still ignite it.
Trying to hook around.
Oh, we haven't gotten the things yet, that's why it's like what? I'm always half asleep, so I don't wanna grab the objective. And I'm curious how much that 15k will have done
The power's
by
still
the end of
unstable.
this mission.
There must be another short somewhere. Keep looking, Agent.
Status update. Reactor stable.
Agent, you're clear. Keep going. We need to find Danvers and figure out what the hell the Black Tusk are up to.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be big.
And you know what I should do? So I should try that. Real quick.
Agent, you're a good soldier. You should join us. Don't you want to be on the right side of history?
Let's actually put the catalyst on.
Courtyard. Get into
I
position.
got a feel
Stop
for
them.
it.
We're almost ready to deploy.
Well, actually, before I do that, let me see what my fire is now.
Hostiles detected.
So, 441 with some of the group buffs.
Target's engaged.
So I'm gonna toss my hive a little later.
Agent, we got a nuclear reactor powering.
Oh, actually, we lose a
Ready to
skill
deploy.
tier with
Follow
this.
that power line.
Although, I
Has
mean,
Theo shown you what's in the box yet? You trust him so much you're willing to die for him. But do you even have a clue what he's been
That is a
cooking up
red
in that
core, of
basement
course.
bunker of his?
but if we have multitasker, which I'm basically, you know, pretty close to getting, Then we get that skill tier back.
Scan complete. Multiple Black Tusk Warhounds detected. Status offline.
This is too much hardware and sheeting for a warhound factory. What the hell are they doing here?
They were too far.
Black Tusk workstation on encrypted network detected.
Agent, have Anna hack the workstation. Maybe we'll have intel to help us figure out what the Black Tusk are doing.
Oh, there was a warhound there.
Download initiated.
That's dumb. Just insert.
Hostiles incoming.
Because the warhounds, even when they're disabled, they still, you know, the hive still targets them.
Agent, Warhound activated.
I know what you have for the hounds. Well, these guys don't have armor plating, they just are big. I wonder if that's intentional or just like something went wrong there.
50% complete.
'Cause it feels weird. They feel very squishy. Although they're also very dangerous, so maybe it's because of that. Like, they are very squishy, but because they don't have their armor plates, they're basically a health block.
Agent, Warhound activated.
I think I haven't actually checked with the... What's the wording on it?
Download complete.
Because each status effect
Disable any
actually...
remaining workstations. The Black Tusk will
'cause I mostly looked at it
Workstation
on
destroyed.
Eclipse or on OD, where we're just doing bleed. I wonder if it's actually... Yeah, that's like
Workstation
instant.
destroyed.
There with the fire.
Workstation destroyed.
Wait,
I've analyzed the intel you
347.
recovered. Not only are the Black Tusk developing new equipment here with the Purple Flame,
We're
but
losing a
they're
little bit of
shipping most
status
of it out of
effect
state.
here.
There's another file here that's still encrypted. Running a program now to figure out what they're hiding.
Because we're at the same tier now.
Hold the work. This is the last transpo.
Hostiles detected.
It's already annoying just for somebody that already... Like, I use the val as the thing of like, is it my fire or isn't it my fire? That's kind of what it signifies for me. It's basically instant that we get the uptime on it. Doesn't take forever to like get up. Especially if I'm getting multiple people status. Which, you know. Maybe we do that after this mission. But yeah, this will be definitely my last one. But maybe we go grab a world named just quickly. All together and then we disband. I just want to see at the range actually. Because also, yeah, solo without any group buffs up is going to be the easiest way to get the correct metrics.
Here we go. Enemy take.
Because even without the modifier, one thing we could go for is just having technician. That could make up for the tier.
An agent needs assistance.
Disconnect the backup power supply and get ready for liftoff. Grant, get on that helo with the scientists.
Agent, get to the roof.
And also, yeah, once we've done the build collection updates, and that part is kind of completely done. I want to actually make a skill damage calculator, and then also figure out the mods maybe once and for all. Because I currently still, like, everybody the way they, well, not everybody.
Electrical hazard detected.
The way most people just go, like, it's just like weapon damage and stuff. Now the brand bonuses are
I
applying
need to go back to the
twice.
intel. They're schematics. The cables must be connected
It's
to
not
one of these
just,
experiments.
you know, taking weapon and replacing it with skill. You know, the total skill damage, total weapon damage and stuff. Because the brand bonuses are applying twice. It seems. We didn't blow up the last one, did we? No. Maybe. Oh, no, I got it.
Hostiles detected.
That was a very dumb place for me to put that grenade. Nope.
We ready for liftoff? Almost. Just need to do a few safety checks and we're ready to go.
Agent, you need to get to the roof. If they lift off, we'll lose Danvers.
Because honestly, as well, the reload speed for the Scorpio isn't too bad either. After, you know, getting any of the kills and stuff, you just gotta a little bit of a quicker kill.
Okay, seriously.
Forgetting what the
hell needs this much
road.
power?
Up to a boss fight. Let's come the airplane at the roof, please. What? What is this going on?
Clear for liftoff. Excellent. Route is clear. We should reach the target in 15 minutes.
Target?
Oh, fuck.
Is there a
They have a
different
special-
strat for this fight? There's also no thank you. or is it actually valuable?
All personnel still on the ground. Get to the roof and stop that agent.
No. They're arming purple flame bombs on the Zeppelin. They're doing final checks for the attack on the bridge. Watch out, Agent! The Zeppelin just fired a purple flame bomb and it's targeting the roof.
Because I haven't been keeping up with tactics and stuff. Oh, is this guy concerned about the Marauder? Like, that's the easiest fight here. Okay. Because also, yeah, it really doesn't matter where we are. Oh yeah, actually I forgot this part.
Hostile striker drone detected.
There we go.
Serious trauma detected.
Maybe I should do that from cover. Not take the health kit there.
Go, go, go! Run! Take him out!
Oh, there. Okay, there's a survivor. Oh, actually, yeah, without the Valtix,
Operator is down.
it's a lot less damage, of course. It's actually just the disable without the Valtix. That's actually interesting. I'm actually gonna take this. Oh, no. Wait, stop though.
Inactive surface-to-air missiles detected.
Anna, blow that fucker out of the sky.
The Zeppelin's on the move.
Man, yeah. Marauder.
Accessing surface-to-air missiles.
Hey, it's night again. We did this mission like for a full day.
Laser marauder detected.
And the damage difference it makes of us missing out on one damage dealer.
25% complete.
Because also, yeah, this guy tanking from, you know,
Laser
that's where he's
destroyed.
tanking from. He's running a tank build, and that's where
Terminal
he's tanking.
offline.
Shit. Agent, re-engage the hack.
Like, literally all the red builds are in
Medical
front of him.
assistance needed.
He's at the one spot where the enemy actually is, like, not gonna be. That's why we often make fun of tank builds as well. Oh, nice. This got it. Although, well, did you actually... Oh, yeah, you picked it up already. I was gonna say, do check. If you just see an exotic, that doesn't mean it is, because... Definitely other exotics can drop here too. But yeah, hey, this got it too. Nice. See, it was worth doing just one more.
Sam coming online.
I saw them. Put this
It
shit
just looks weird without the Val icon on these enemies.
I've accessed the Zeppelin security systems and flight plan. We've got a small window where it will be in range of the SAMs.
So yeah, we pulled two of them there.
Terminal
That's
offline.
nice.
Sam coming online.
We need to take out the rogues before they get the SAMs back online.
This is also one of those items that as it goes on and
75%
on,
complete.
kind of same with some of the other items, of course. It just, you know, on future runs, for instance, if I'm doing this, I get it. I'm definitely going to share it because I know plenty of people will be looking for it.
Sam online. Console is unlocked and ready for agent to target and launch.
Thing isn't moving. It just moved to there and then just stopped moving. And the missile is just gonna do that in a second. It's just gonna go boom.
Holy shit. You did it. You saved us.
You killed
Wait, it
Danvers.
doesn't play videos if you're in.
That fucker can burn in hell.
Huh? Interesting.
Intel.
It doesn't play. I never. If you go into photo mode,
Detected on laptop.
not the thing I'd ever done before.
Signal bell for extraction.
You know what? I want to join the party. All for. Oh, you got a catharsis at the end as well, just as an extra. Oh, I want to assume present party is fine with catharsis, right? Yeah. Let's depart. Although actually, I want to see the mission completion. I kind of want to see how much our chameleon tank added to the team as well. Also, I want to see how much I did myself. And each of these runs is by itself a level up, which is nice as well. You know what? He still did some damage. But yeah, in comparison to everybody else. I'm not going to get the kills, but I'll get some damage in. But yeah. Yeah, let's depart. And take it out of here. And yeah, let's maybe go for a named group. Maybe we get lucky with one of those as well. Is this guy gonna keep us here the whole 20 seconds? Yay. No, when it comes to build well. There are those that know me and those they care enough. Off we go. But also, yeah, of course, I just don't like. There's a good reason why some creators are way larger. Part of it is also just playing the YouTube game. I don't like playing the YouTube game too much. I'd rather do it my way. Gonna be anyway, we have a named group here, so if you guys jump over.
An agent has left your group.
Let's go get this named group, and then yeah. I'm gonna call it there, but I'm just gonna quickly do some quick testing on the fire on this. So if I got it. Yeah, and congrats to you, and also congrats to me. Now, yeah, well, we need to get it for basket at some point, but yeah, maybe here. Oh, yeah, we got spotted there. We can kill everything except the named. Leave the named alive till basket is here.
Hostile restore hive detected.
I'm gonna guess maybe he stepped away for a second or something. Yeah, I don't have very directed damage, but I'm just gonna. Just gonna disable him. Should have actually had a hive. I forgot to change my skill back again. Should have had a blinder fireflies. And let's get this named. Yeah. Hey, I got an exotic, so maybe I'll have one to share. But yeah, it could also just be a random. Let's see. It is Exodus. Oh, but Exodus dropping. Hey. Oh, I was trying to F12. Actually, you know what? Let me quickly get a screenshot from just put it in the Discord. Yeah, the screenshotting thing is broken. The exotic source. Not sure. Still, if in targeted. Yeah, just yeah, it's okay. Quickly grabbing some shots. Just for future reference for myself as well. I'm gonna guess nobody here needs like Exodus, right? Or if you do, doing the dances. Well, you know what? I refuse to do the same dance. I'm just gonna. But yeah, let's take it back to. I'll take us actually back to DC, and then I'll also leave you guys to it. Or also as well, if you want to stay in Brooklyn, feel free to decline. I'm just gonna quickly check inventory, clean that up, see if I have anything worth sharing, maybe otherwise, and then gonna leave group. And yeah, I'm just gonna quickly test the catharsis, the catalyst, numbers wise, and how it kind of lines up.
Hey, agent, take a look over here.
Agent, I need to debrief with Schaefer. Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Send those off. Let me pop my caches because it would have a bunch of
An agent
caches.
is no longer in your group.
Anything useful comes out of those, and then but you have to because it was bad. Yeah, I was doing kind of the same for this account. I wasn't in a hurry.
You are no longer in a group.
3 relics in a row. But yeah, thanks. Thanks, Basket, and thanks this for joining and helping out with those. As yeah, that made it a lot smoother than just randoms, definitely. And then we burned through them. Got our shit done. Got in, got out. Let's actually donate. So nice. Did I actually proficiency this thing already? I think I did. Oh, yeah, I did already make this proficient. Yeah, let's especially get this status effect up. Although let's just optimize this whole thing. That's also, yeah, we have at least a lot of mask resources and stuff saved up anyway. I know, let's have a quick look at this. And yeah, same here. Yeah, let's have a look. So if I put this at 5, and if we put this to invulnerable. That's just basic testing. Like, let's get down. Let's get damage numbers on. $317. Yeah. Oh, it's not armored, of course. I'm like, wait, that seems a little low. But yeah. Let's actually put it to armored enemy. 344. That's also, yeah, when we swap off of the shotgun, actually loses a little bit. Wait, why is that higher? Oh, because the charger is actually going up. Okay, so 396 with this. Oh, no, there's nothing. Oh no, we do have hands on. Yeah. Let's actually take hands on. Or let's take. Although, well, no, hands on wouldn't be active there. So it wouldn't matter. Actually, yeah, we have nothing up there. So it would be this same 396. Although, yeah, fire isn't auto refreshing. So actually, this can be nice for that, actually. I realize now. So once this is like, you know, has a few charges. So if we have a fire like this, which wasn't at full stacks, if I now do a fire like this, it should refresh the duration and take it back to full. Although, well, we're getting the diminishing returns effect here, which is kind of annoying. But you can actually refire with this, which is kind of nice. 357, 399. Yeah, so 399. That's easy to remember. Vial. Oh, also, well, we're missing a tier here now. Good damn. Let's just take technician. Just for both, and then doesn't matter anyway. I have it set to the skill damage side of things. Okay. 215. Now then. Fire cam. Actually, you know what? Let's do that just so we charge up faster. Oh, that would be nice if I could just see just this number. Yeah. So that's already now 397 without the shotgun. And then we're decided not to catch on fire. Just the diminishing return effect is kind of super annoying. So 433, and then with this. Wait, how did it go down? 444. I mean, yeah, we need the armor, of course. So 444. Yeah, so 444 with this. The Val combined is going to be more than that because it's already like 380 or something with the fire. What is it on the armor? That's hard to see. So this is already 398 on the fire and another 100 on the Valtic. So yeah, that's combined. Actually, that's not that far ahead. Although the thing is, the Valtic is also longer than the fire. The Valtic also doesn't have diminishing returns. The Valtic is 10 seconds. And it's going to go for that 10 seconds. The fire isn't. That's actually closer than I thought it would be. Yeah, it might be worth messing around with. Thing is, though, yeah, you would have to be technician. Or you have to have the +1 skill tier up from the thing. Actually, that's closer than I thought. Because the thing is also, yeah, you do get a little bit of bonus armor, and the reload speed is kind of nice actually for the Scorpio there. I noticed it a few times where it was with the plus 20%. Oh, yeah, we should, yeah, we'll come back to this once we are actually looking at the catalyst, and with that as well, I'll make a actual skill damage calculator, and then we can play around and kind of see actually how it lands on all things. Better now with ongoing drive. I mean, now that it's fixed, yeah. But yeah, with ongoing, it's going to be okay. The thing is, though, that, yeah, in a few months, in a little bit, it's going to have competition from Tinkerer. And it's not going to win that competition. Like, Tinkerer is going to be so much more damage with, especially for OD, just because it can rely on status effect. You know, you can have status plus pressure point or status plus vindictive. Either of those is going to be, like, way more than that mask. But actually, for in Eclipse, that isn't too horrible. The stacking isn't too horrible, especially if you're doing Eclipse right. I do gain a red core. Well, we have to go Technician, but we do gain a red core there. We gain also 24 weapon damage. Actually, then, the capacitor could likely do okay-ish damage, like to a degree where I might consider it over the Scorpio. But even with the Scorpio, that will help just put down enemies. And yeah, this part isn't that useful. But actually, yeah, it's a little bit closer than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be like way in favor of the Val there. But they're basically, yeah, the Val is more, but not by, like, the Val plus Fire Tick is although the thing is also, yeah, we have to either win. The skill tier is kind of a, although yeah, if this was yellow core, this would suck for OD. This hazard protection also, like, if this hazard protection was something more useful than hazard protection, like the chance or something, that would have been a big one as well. But yeah, we'll mess around more with it. We'll actually, it'll get his own video. And yeah, the catalyst one, I'm actually gonna move it up already because, yeah, now that it's fixed, it makes a difference. In the background, let me already go and look for somebody to raid on the Twitch end, as we always do. Also, paying it forward. Multiple people kindly raided us today. So, yeah. Prime raided and Danny raided earlier, so we'll send everybody someplace else, and that someplace else. Yeah, let's actually go with. I see several people up, but yeah, I see Tickle is up. He hasn't been going for that long, so I'm guessing he's going for a little bit longer.
Okay, so here are the actual.
Yeah, so he's doing mad stuffs. Yeah, let's actually go join him. Actually, he's running the numbers on Catalyst as well, so that'll be fun to see. Yeah, let me catch up on some of these last ones. Although actually, I'm gonna hit the start raid already. For this is weapon damage with Catalyst. I'm going direct up in this moment. 10% maybe more amp damage. Yeah. Kurt does want to shoot more do hybrid builds. Oh yeah. But also, yeah, it's not per se like Eclipse isn't the home for this either, but it kind of fits actually. It's not the worst. That is dropping now. We're running then. Yeah, although well, that means that it is from exotic source. It doesn't per se mean that it is coming from targeted loot. We have to see it drop from targeted loot because that was an exotic drop that then triggered that. So that's basically the same as opening an exotic cache. We have to actually see it drop as a targeted loot at some point to be sure. Because yeah, it dropped 3 items. That third item is from a different source than the main 2 items were. So it's not too horrible. I mean, compared to some of the stuff that is horrible, being not horrible is a win. And yeah, let's run to that. We'll send everybody over to Tickle, who's doing stuffs and things. I'll be back tomorrow in the evening, and we'll continue on then. And yeah, thank you all for joining. And as always, have a good night.